Hello, world. Welcome to Fictionology. I am Roman. I am your resident socialist coming to you live from Fictionology. With me tonight are a few rather eccentric guests. Let me bring them in one by one. I will introduce them right now. First up, the man of the hour, the man who loves to sleep, the master of chopsticks, and the Eisenglazer himself. Give it up for my buddy of 13 years, Rolo Films.
Hey, what's poppin'? How we doing?
What's happening? What's going on, Roland? How are you tonight, pal?
I'm
How
doing
are you?
fantastic, especially after just watching this phenomenal show. And
I'm glad that you liked it.
hey, listen. Word to your mother. You got to make sure that you got it right. All right.
Well,
As an Italian myself, as somebody who's come from a family who used to have ties to the mob way back when, this show is really great. I just gotta say.
moving on. Next on the docket, he is your favorite anime nerd, the man of knowledge, the man of mufflers and tape, our resident senior citizen and lover of Vinland Saga. Give it up for Muffler Tape.
Hey, yos boys, how you doing this evening?
How you doing?
I got
What's going on,
I got
Muffler?
the good stuff right here for you. A little taste of lawless heaven, as it were.
The lawless heaven. Hey, yeah.
How are you doing tonight, Muffler?
Oh,
How are
dude,
you doing
hey,
tonight?
I'm excited. We'll just focus on the show. I am excited. I'm glad to be here with you guys. I'm glad to kick off this year of Fictionology, and we're doing it right.
Yeah.
So yeah, hell yeah, man, let's go.
Yes, sir.
Think about
Yes,
that.
sir.
Yeah, it is the first Fictionology of the year. Let's go.
Yep.
Well, guys, without any further ado, let's get into 91 days. Nah, psych. So, okay, all right. Rapidly moving on now, as if we didn't have enough of a headache already. We now have the cursing squash, the Mexican Roland. I'm his first exception. Everyone, give it up for Rolando. What's going on, Rolando?
You know what I'm going to say next, right? Since you just said that,
How you doing?
what's up? The king is here, and I'm about to tear a man's guts out. If you get what I mean.
No.
I'm about to give you some cement shoes.
You're about to eat a lot of man.
Wow.
All right.
Word
So-
to your mother.
We need some lawless heaven. Otherwise, this is a tough pill to swallow.
I'm about to take
So-
some lawless heaven right now. Jesus.
So we have the whole panel here. Why don't we get started? Wait, I forgot. There's one more person. Last, but certainly not least. I have no clue how this man has 1K subs. He sends me the most sus pics known to man. He makes most of the memes in the Rolo Rome Discord and also a good chunk of our soundboard. He's your favorite gooner and lover of ReZero and my dress up darling. Gents and gentlewomen, the host of Fictionology, Crimson Law.
Woo!
Where's my fucking money, Lavosky?
Boom.
Where's my fucking money?
What's up, everybody?
You better have my goddamn money by the next time I come around here, or I'm gonna fucking kill you, okay?
Yeah, I actually came
His
dressed for the
accent?
occasion. I
Capiche.
came dressed for the occasion.
Deep.
Oh, my man.
Slow
got
accent.
Nines.
Sharp dressed man.
Was I supposed to sharp Dressley?
Look at
Do
this
you
fucking
ever-
pretty boy out here.
Do you ever really dress sharply?
You should see me at work, bruh. You should see me at work, homie.
I can see you at your work, yeah, but you never really dress sharply. Yo, I have
I
to
put on a
say,
tie.
Kaneki's voice actor with an Italian accent is crazy.
Yeah,
We're talking
yeah.
about the English dub
Same,
version
bro.
for those of you who are unaware. I think a lot of us ended up watching the English dub just because they all talked in accents. There were a
It's
lot of
pretty
voice
good.
actors in here doing
It's
the
so good.
Italian accents. I was just
It's
like,
enjoyable.
It's so much better in the English. I tried to watch it in the Japanese, and I do like it, but the English accents, the accents make it. He's like, what are you talking about, Corteo? What you mean? Like,
All right, so can I just say first of all, I'm actually glad that y'all liked this show because I was like scared that y'all were gonna be like, Roman, why did you pick a whack show? But I'm actually glad that y'all liked it because when I saw the premise, I was like, oh, Godfather, but anime, they'll like this show. So yeah.
oh, dude, this is literally like very similar to some of the stories that my grandmother told me about my great grandfather and things like that. There's
Oh,
there's a lot of mafia lore there in my family on the Italian side. So
Ah.
I was watching this, I was like, oh no shit, I had no idea it was about the mafia until I really like watched it. Like I didn't watch the trailer before I started watching the show. But
Look at this. It's like
hell yeah.
My
it's
man
cold.
looks like he's
He's
in an
chilling.
8 mile like rap battle. Dude, it's cold here. It feels like 0 outside.
It's like 5 degrees outside right now, something like that.
Raise your hand if you worked outside today.
I was inside of a factory, so
You were inside of
It's
Roman's
fine.
gaping ass. That's what you were inside
yes, and I was
I had
tearing it up.
to
I was tearing
I
it
had to-
up.
Dude,
I
my
had to
dog walked
go-
outside and I
Wow.
watched my dog like literally the ice is so thick on top of the snow. I watched my dog go out to use the bathroom and she just like fucking skated across the yard. Like she didn't even she just went like she jumped onto the ice and just went meow. Like,
Poor dog. Oh no.
Knowing Sheena, she was like probably like, what the hell?
she was like, what the fuck is happening, bro?
All right. So to start the night off, to like get into the whole like anime discussion, Roman, since this is your pick, why don't you start us out with why 91 days? Since you weren't around
Well-
when we did the announcements, you didn't get a chance to, comment on these.
Yeah.
Apologies. So here. So initially, I forget exactly when this happened, but I remember Crimson was like, I need y'all to pick animes to watch for Fictionology. And I wanted to be different. So when I searched up my picks, what I looked for was animes that were known but not super known, right? And then I basically like narrowed it down to animes that like were that I thought would interest the whole, panel. And when I saw the premise for 91 Days, I was like, yo, The Godfather, but anime. And then when I watched it and I saw Angelo's quest for revenge and all that he would do to get it, I was like, okay, so this isn't really Godfather, but it has mafia stuff in it, and I had never seen that in an anime. And I was like, this is gonna be cool. And so I've heard Roland and Crimson say that they like it, but Rolando and Muffler, did you two like it?
I'll let Rolando go first.
Okay. I really enjoyed it. I'm always open to a lot of different types of stories. This one, like some people didn't like the first few episodes. Me, I'm different. Like I was okay with the first one. Second one, it really got me into it more. And because like some people say the first episode of Freerin, they didn't get into it that much. Me, I'm different. Uh, I'm usually a first episode type of guy that kind of it'll catch my attention if I like it or not. This one, yeah, I really did like it. The ending, it confuses me a little bit, but if it goes, we'll talk about the ending, to see, what we think happened or whatever. But I enjoyed this. I liked it.
Yeah. As far as like my opinion of it goes, not to like interrupt and cut Muffler Tape off here, but like it's a lot of what you said there with this show. I actually pretty much agreed with when it came to particularly to like the first 3 episodes. It wasn't something that I thought was like a problem. I actually was pretty well into it within the first 1 or 2.
Yeah. I would agree.
Muffler Tape now.
Yeah, no worries. So this one I did like it quite a bit, but I was really reluctant at the start of the series. I watched part
Fair
of it
enough.
and the part of episode 1 to kind of get an idea of what I was getting into. And I thought that was good, but then I felt there's a lot of names involved with this series. There's a lot of people, a lot of moving
Yeah.
pieces and stuff.
A
So
lot of
like,
Italian names that are confusing in the accents.
you
It
know,
might
hey,
be, it might
complete,
be
you know.
confusing to you, but they were pretty easy for me. But it's just like the Italian. I could totally get that. This show, I would say, is very similar to the way that House of the Dragon is with the Aegons, the Aemons, the Aegons, and
Yes.
it's very similar to that.
But
Italians truly are a different breed.
Fungo,
Yeah.
Fano, Tronco,
Yeah,
Nero,
Felipe, fucking Barbero,
Yeah.
Barbarella.
Nettie. That's
Yeah,
cute
Basically, like
shit.
I'm playing through like Assassin's
Spaghetti.
Creed 2 is kind of how it feels like.
Yeah, Ezio
True.
Auditore Avenici. Like,
Yeah.
But I had
Clemente.
I had the pleasure of watching with Rolando though, and we sort of did it, every step of the way together though. And once I got past like the first 2 episodes, when we got into that first arc of them traveling across the country or in the countryside and stuff, that's when it started to sell me on the series though. And ultimately, I ended up giving it a fairly high score. And I thought it was a wild ride. There was some stuff I kind of like as it was happening, I kind of had an idea on some stuff, and then and some other points it really surprised me too. So I enjoyed it. It was really awesome.
The one thing that I'll say and that kind of threw me off a little bit, like it didn't like take a point away or nothing, but like it is kind of to me jarring to have like in a series as short as 91 Days is, it was just to me kind of jarring to have like a compilation episode towards the end. I was like,
Yeah.
this is kind of weird. But other than but like I can't really hate on it. I just wanted to kind of point
That must have been the
point
special. When I watched it, it was divided into the 12 episodes and the special.
I
And I
didn't.
never watched the
What we
special.
saw, we didn't see the special.
Yeah, we did not watch the special.
yeah, I didn't watch the special.
episode 13 is like
Yeah,
the
no.
flashback one.
Nope.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
yes.
Yeah,
that was the
I
special.
didn't- yeah, it's actually, I think that would technically be the special would be in between 10 and 11, right? I think. I could be wrong, but because it's setting
point
you up
is-
for the finale.
Yeah, but like the compilation one, it was just kind of in a series as short as this, it was kind of weird, but like other than that, I don't really hate on it though. It's just to me, it would make more sense if it was like 100 episodes and you wanted to show like what happened, but I don't know, it's just kind of weird. But
Yeah, I don't
other
really
than that,
compilation episodes that come for a show that small. I get it.
yeah.
I think I was reading somewhere where somebody was talking about there being a delay while it was releasing, so maybe that's a factor.
Oh,
I'm not for
No,
sure.
yeah, that would make
No,
perfect
I'm looking here on my
Oh,
anime list. I
okay.
actually have the thing pulled up. It says it aired from July 9th to October 1st.
Oh, okay, then yeah, that's a solid core. Never mind then.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And then wasn't there a one-off in February 2017?
That's probably the special, the recap episode or whatever.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's
Strange.
probably more so not a recap.
Or maybe
it's
not.
probably like a
It's a
retelling.
PV.
Yeah.
So like maybe they
All
did
right.
certain things with more violence or something. You never know.
Yeah.
So, I wanted to ask y'all then, who is everybody's favorite characters? Like, if we had to pick one,
Yeah, I can go first.
go ahead, Roland.
Nero. And
he
if
is
not,
a pretty good character.
I actually really dig Tigre and Volpe.
His two best friends, yeah.
Yeah, and then also Barbaro. Barbaro is fucking cool. And Barbaro is voiced by Grisha Jaeger.
Oh, by him?
Oh,
By that
Aaron-
voice actor?
really?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
Aaron Barbaro, the guy with the glasses and the blonde
I didn't
hair.
catch that.
That's Aaron Yeager's dad.
No, that's cool.
hmm
I'm curious now. I want to pull this up.
But I would say Barbaro. I like Barbaro a lot. I think he's really cool. So if it wasn't Nero, probably Barbaro. And then like
I mean-
Volpe and Tigre. Like Tigre goes out like a fucking G, bro. Like
I mean, look though, like
Tigray gets lit up like he's from Akira.
Dude, there was a few people that got lit the fuck up. What are you
Yeah.
talking
That was a fuck scene for Tigray. Fuck.
I was about to say they get lit up like there's a lot of people who get lit up in this show.
That's true.
Like
Yeah.
it's pretty much
That one-
like the one thing that this sort of like organized crime genre is known for is that kind of behavior where they're just gonna light people up Tarantino style out of nowhere.
And they're so good with the animation. They always like pop off. Like they show like the not even just the bullet holes, but the shirt rip. Like they like go hard with it whenever they do it. Like in Akira, or in this, or in Black Lagoon, which we'll be talking about soon enough. It's the type of shit. It's really fucking cool. I love when you get a bullet shot and it actually they take the time to not just make it a red spot. They actually animate like the fabric around it as well.
yeah, no, I actually dig that too. That's something that I think it's because like I haven't seen a whole lot of animes that have like real like close combat with like guns in it. It's kind of a neat
That's
detail.
Get ready.
That
Yeah,
like
get ready for Black Lagoon, buddy.
that it's kind of cool that they put so much effort into showing like impacts of bullets. That's one thing that I'll say about 91 Days is that what I really appreciate is that like there are some animes that I've seen where like they're long, they kind of lose their luster over time and such. What I like about 91 Days is that it's in and it's out and it tells its story in 12, episodes, and I think it's pretty compact, and I think it's really well done, and I think it's a solid anime. And I want to tell you that my favorite character, dude, Porteo is a G.
Porteo is
He is just like
He's
like
legit.
he's
Good
Armin.
friend.
like
He's Armin, bro.
I have
like
a fucked up joke
he
to say,
is
but I don't know if I should say it.
like he is would you it's kind of and like I mean this Roland as a compliment. I kind of see poor Teo kind of like how I see you, like you are my poor Teo. It's just that I would never shoot you, but like you are like that level of
Thanks.
friend.
Thanks,
to
man.
me.
That means a lot.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
That's a clip. That's a
I
clip.
appreciate it.
You're like my
I'm glad that
Corteo,
you
except
never
I wouldn't shoot you.
I'm
That would
glad.
mean Roman. That would mean Roman would rather die with his best friend.
You know what, Roman?
Yeah.
You could call me Samwise Gamgee. I would appreciate that one a little bit more, but thank you.
you're my no, but the point is I would rather die with my
Yeah,
best
Roland, I
friend.
would drag you into all this trouble just to avenge my family and ultimately kill you.
He said he wouldn't.
Ah,
He said he wouldn't. What do y'all mean?
I wouldn't kill him.
That's part of the joke.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
kill
but you
him.
would definitely drag him into a bunch of dangerous business with the mob. So
I wouldn't.
Yeah, that
Actually,
would
Roland
imply that.
volunteer. Roland would volunteer.
Yeah, no,
I
He
would
would be like,
actually.
Roland.
you
Roland
go in the hey Roman, you
Look-
want to become moonshiners and work with the mafia?
Oh,
Yeah, sure, my
yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Fucking bet.
No,
Yeah.
see, look.
Yeah.
No, I would tell Roland, I am about to embark on something dangerous. I don't want your help. Roland will be like, I'm not giving you a choice. I'm gonna help
no,
you.
he probably wouldn't. He probably wouldn't have a choice. I'd be like, I'm gonna
Like-
either stop you or help you, one or the other.
Right.
You'd
So,
be like, you
but,
can have my wine.
but the point is, Corteo is who, like, he is a friend that we
Aw.
all need.
Yeet Biggie Easy.
Just finished the show too. I was so sad. Yeah.
Yeet Biggie Easy. Thank you.
absolutely.
Which is
also,
why-
hey, Marcel
Hello,
Yeah,
Marcel.
Marcel said for the record.
and Arceus. We know
Yes.
you're there lurking.
Arceus, what's up, man?
Yeah, Arceus
Um,
is sitting here somewhere. He's just sitting
Which
there
is-
doing a little thing.
Which is why Corteo's death broke my heart. Sorry to spoil it for everybody, but his death broke my heart.
I think we're
I
going to be
was so
spoiling
sad.
a lot more than
Here's
that.
the thing: if you're on this show, if you're on a Fictionology stream, there's going to be spoilers. There's
I was
no way
gonna say,
around it.
I think we're spoiling a lot more than that.
Yeah, correct.
I mean, like, I'm just saying though, like, dude, that scene broke. Like, Commander Ervin's death broke my soul. No, that one like broke my heart, right? That one like made me cry, right? Um, the scene in Don, the Don, the Akko scene, that
Yeah.
one broke my heart. That one
Oh,
made
dude,
me cry.
that was so good. The Acro Silky.
That one, but dude, when Angelo shoots Corteo, that one broke my soul. I was like, bro, I'm going to cry. And I cried at work because like I was watching it at work and I was crying at work. And my freaking coworkers were like, "Are you good?" I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm sad as hell right now."
God damn.
You gotta watch 91
Yeah.
Days, bro.
It just goes like,
But yeah,
I would never shoot Rolo like that.
Look what they did to my boy.
but
Oh my
but
god.
yeah, so
The fucking
so,
wedding from GTA 4.
but yeah, Corteo's my favorite character. So I'll let the rest of the panel go.
For me, I mean, as far as favorite characters go, this is going to seem really weird, but I actually just liked the chaos that Fongo brought.
Fongo's
Yeah.
The dude was just outright fucking insane. And I
Yo,
think one of my favorite scenes was just the holy shit. He literally just fed them their boss.
Yeah, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
I knew it
Yes.
was coming. The moment he was cooking, I was like, oh, he minced the dude
Yes.
and turned him into
He-
sausage.
yes.
That was exactly what I thought was. I was calling it.
I
Before,
was sitting there like,
no.
oh god, oh god.
He
Oh,
was
no,
such a
this is
goofy
so
motherfucker
fucked.
because he was dressed up as a chef too, like
Yeah,
playing
he did.
around the whole time.
He
Yep.
is
Fuck.
he's like the
Reminds me
Joker
of-
for this series. Like
Yes,
he
he
is,
reminds you of the Joker or like the clown guy from One Piece, but also, I think he's very like he's just straight out of Escape from LA. Like
Schizophrenic, yes.
yeah, dude, he is straight out of that movie, Escape from LA. Snake Plissken, like exactly out of that movie.
He also has very strange taste in prostitutes.
Yeah, he does. They're all fat.
yeah, he is just the insanity of this series.
He
Like
he does
where
like
everything
them fat
else
and
feels like
disgusting.
a very like grounded, realistic, kind of like organized crime thriller.
Mhm.
He is just the wild card in everything, and I appreciate that kind
I
of
mean,
character.
even down to his outfit. Like, dude, he doesn't even wear actual like chaps.
Italian or like a
No,
suit.
he
He didn't
actual,
wear.
like cowboy chaps. He wears a half of a chap. That's weird
Yeah.
as fuck. Like,
And his fucking weird bob cut in the beginning. Holy shit.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
He's
Like,
a nut job.
Dude, what the sexual, stuff with him involving the fat prostitute, like that wasn't enough, like to indicate he was into some weird shit. Like, come on,
No,
man.
it was enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, wow, okay. Now I'll jump into here. I was going to say Fongo too, but before I got to Fongo, I was going to say that I did really like, because I'm not big on Italian mob type stuff normally, but I really did like the depictions of Vincent as well as Orko. They brought, some charisma to those roles, like gravitas
Yeah.
and stuff. It was like I was watching a classic Hollywood movie in some regards
correct.
on that. Like
Yes.
they are awesome.
Mhm.
So between that and then, of course, I liked Fongo as probably my overall favorite because he was so insane. But just from watching it with Rolando, I just want to give a special shout out to Mad Mac too, which
Mad
was
Mac,
absolutely fucking hilarious when he rolls up. And we're like, oh, like that was awesome. He was straight
That's
Terminator.
my second favorite character.
Yo, wasn't
Yeah,
Mad Mac is
Mad,
very
Mad
good.
Mac is fucking great, but isn't shout out to Del Toro for taking like 3 knives. at the
Yeah,
end.
yeah. Del Toro
I
was a
mean, he's
beast.
Italian. He must have been a descendant of Caesar.
Bro, he just ate like those 3 knives like it was nothing and killed the 2 dudes. Like, good
Et
shit,
tu,
bro.
Brute?
Et tu, Brute.
Yeah, for real. For real.
Rolando, we never heard who your favorite character was.
I mean, Fongo too. Like he was just an absolute crazy nutcase. That's really about it.
Fongo is crazy. Fongo is crazy.
I do like
Yeah, everyone needs that like schizophrenic hobo energy in their series at some point, and he
Yo,
brought
that's
all of it.
I'm actually working on a character like that right now in my book. That is like the person that just keeps showing up, and you're like, "Why the fuck are you here?" Like this chaotic neutral that just appears.
Check in chat here for a second. Like, so Yeet, he mentioned like falling asleep a couple times. So like I would say that without a character like Fongo, this show could be a little stuffy for my taste too. And like he brought so much energy to the show that it kept me engaged, is what I'm saying and stuff too. Like because this was a very slow burn as far as the revenge is concerned, and he's trying to like the mystery element of finding the final people on the list and everything like that too. So having all of that in between, you know, really helped me along too, I would say.
Well, I mean, for myself, like, I don't know, this was kind of more my thing. I like slow burns. Like, this gave me like the same vibes I get from Fargo. You know, it was very like slow burny, and like all of the payoffs came later, which is why probably I liked Andor so much for Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like that's just kind of the stuff that I more so enjoy. Like I had no problem with House of the Dragon season 2.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, as a younger man, I was more into the trying to like get to the fast-paced action stuff, but like now that I'm older, I really do appreciate like a slow burn type of like a story, because I think it takes more effort on the part of the writer to write a slow burn type of a story, and so I just, appreciate that more. And also, I will tell you that I think it's very impressive that they were able to do a slow burn in like, 12 episodes. That's actually really cool.
I mean,
That's just the nature of keeping things incredibly simple. And I kind of say the same thing about when I watched Erased and all of that. But one of the things about this show is that it keeps itself very grounded. If you guys are familiar with something like, Goodfellas.
Yes, sir.
This reminds me a lot of that.
I kind of got Boondock Saints vibes.
I don't think I've seen that one, but
what? We'll have to talk later, Crimson.
I have that movie. We should do that for Patreon or something.
Either way, my dad is the one who kind of turned me onto these kinds of series. He's the one who really likes the crime dramas. He likes The Godfather, The Irishman, Goodfellas, Heat, stuff like that. That's the kind of thing that he really enjoys. So I watched a couple of them. I've watched all those except for The Godfather that I still need to watch with my dad.
You haven't seen Godfather?
I think Casino is another one that was real well regarded.
No, I tend to watch those with my dad because he likes those movies too, and that's just like the one of the few times where our interests overlap. So I appreciate that this one didn't make things too like crazy. It kept itself pretty grounded, pretty realistic, and you could like all the characters were pretty straightforward depictions of like who they are and like their motivations and everything. You could kind of tell like after a little bit of time you were around them, like kind of how they were going to behave, who was who, and when you started talking about the fourth person on the list, once that's mentioned, it's like, all right, okay, it kind of makes sense now. I can see where this is going. And that's part of the reason why I appreciate Fongo as a character and as part of the plot, because he was the wild card that you really just couldn't predict when he was going to do something. Exactly. You knew he was going to do something. You knew he was a ticking time bomb. You just did not know when that time bomb was going to go off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like that's what I was. It was so cool when I was watching this, because as I was literally been writing this week, one of the characters I'm working on is basically Fongo. It is the ticking time bomb character that you don't know when he's gonna go off, but like he is the weird middleman that's just around, and he keeps showing up and he's fucking around. It's like when Batman is fighting Bane and shit's going down, and then the Joker just shows up and he's like, "I'm gonna throw a gas bomb in there," haha, and then like runs away, like that type of shit.
So yeah,
Yeah.
for as much as like I can understand this show does kind of roll slowly into a lot of things, but I feel like it does a good job of like really getting you into like the mindset behind all of the characters. It does a good job of like getting you to the position where like you're actually like deep in the weeds with a lot of the stuff that's going on here. It isn't like just a surface level involvement. Like Avelio is like deep in this stuff. Like he's basically fully committed, and there's some more commentary for that. But for now, we'll just like keep rolling with this. I didn't really know necessarily what to think of this show, but unlike I guess from Buffalo Tape, where he said it took him the first couple of episodes, I was pretty much interested in where this was going to go by episode 2.
Yeah, me too.
Fair
Me too.
enough.
I was already hooked like within the first episode, to be honest with you. I'd say the first like 15 minutes of the episode, like before the last 10 minutes, I think I probably was already like, yeah, no, I'm digging. It's cool.
Yeah. I mean, I was kind of into it from like, the first episode as well, because I was like, okay, so the main like I'm very simple when it comes to how I think. A lot of time I'm like, so the Punisher meets the Mafia in anime, I'm sold. That was
So,
like, kind of what had me.
You know what had me? And it's very superficial. I heard the main character talk, and it was Kaneki with an Italian accent, and I was like, yeah, it's like I was like, I'm in, because like
Fair
I
enough.
was like, oh my god, I want to see what he can do, because like I had no idea that he was voicing the main character, and like to hear him go from being like the Kaneki comes out sometimes, but hearing a Kaneki with an Italian accent, you know what I mean? Like it's totally different.
Except he kind of has like one mode to his voice. Like it's very,
yes, but it's the weirdest thing is that it's the same voice, but a different accent. And like I was intrigued by that. And then I heard Grisha Yeager, and I was like, okay, I'm in. Grisha also voices Barbaro. He voices the father and Barbaro. He voices
So Vincent and Barbaro.
Oh yeah, because they look like very similar characters.
Yeah, and then Teste Lagusa is. Does he just play anime characters with glasses? Is that what he does?
I think for me it took like episode 3 or 4, like because that's like the moment they stopped at the camp, and it was like the magic show at the camp. Like that scene grabbed me. I was like, okay, like we're doing some interesting stuff with this story as far as like character development between like the two people that it ended up being, like really big on the series. So that's kind of where I was at on it. But I totally get it, guys. Like no big issues on my end.
See, that was another like small comment, was just some of those things in there were like a good little bit of levity, like the whole thing where they're like doing the show for the kids, and you have Vincent doing all the juggling and stuff, and then he pokes fun at Angelo, and Angelo's like, hold my beer, and just starts pickpocketing him over and over and over again.
Right.
Real quick, just since we're on an anime show, my friend gave me this recently. I'm not going to use it, but
oh, you piece of shit!
Oh wow,
good job.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that says "Easy Revenge," just like Reza, and I thought you guys would like that.
There's only one other one, and maybe later this year you'll have another one.
Himeno, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, but there's another one that we'll talk about later. It'll be cool.
But yeah. So I have an Eat Revenge cigarette that I got sitting there now. But
Hey,
I
you're
just
whipping eaters.
sorry, I didn't mean to derail. I just thought you guys would appreciate that.
No,
No,
it's all
man.
right. And yeah, I mean, as far as like the time period for it, I think that's another interesting thing. Time period and setting and everything. It was really funny for like someone who lives in the area to hear Chicago organized crime get
Yeah.
mentioned so
The
heavily.
Gillespie's.
That was what I was thinking
That's the
about.
other reason. That's the other reason I was thinking about Fargo the whole time, because they talk about Chicago. They mention the Chicago crime syndicate like throughout that show.
I was
Talk
thinking to
about
myself,
Kansas City, Chicago, like other stuff. So I'm sitting here like, yo, the Venettis are like part of this shit. Like,
I was thinking to myself, like, what's Crimson going to make of this? The fact that this is in Chicago. Like, listen,
It's
I
not
didn't know
in
that.
Chicago. I
not
believe they're actually on the East Coast.
they
like,
are on the East
probably
Coast.
closer to you guys.
They're more so near like Jersey, Maryland, I think. Probably.
I was about to say somewhere in the
Maryland.
northeast.
Well, because
somewhere
of
in the
the
northeast
island.
there.
It's because of the island. So therefore, if it's the island, it would have to be Jersey, or New York, or Maryland.
Yeah, I was gonna say New York personally,
So
but yeah.
I'm thinking probably New York or New Jersey, because Seattle City is an island, so that could be the island, because you could actually see that from the mainland. So
Well, their island, I thought, was like kind of like an island in the middle of a river, if I'm not mistaken.
that's Jersey then.
I don't think it's supposed to be based on a real town. I think this is completely made up, and they kind of designed this a couple of
But
things.
if it is in the middle of a river, there is islands all throughout the Delaware, and like most of the islands are in between like Pennsylvania and Jersey. So it would likely be there. So it probably is Jersey or New York.
Well, we do know it is based in America around prohibition.
That's
So
for sure, yeah. Well, they wouldn't have the Italian accents, and there wouldn't be a mafia if it wasn't.
Arceus, about it being in Illinois, if it's in Illinois, then it's going to have to be on the Mississippi River, and the river's not that big until the Arkansas River.
Oh no, he's right. If you Google it, it says Lawless, Illinois.
Oh no shit!
Told you.
Okay.
Which is really
guys.
weird.
Wait, when
the guy,
did you
Arceus, the guy who said he fell asleep and had to restart multiple times, but he remembered that.
Okay,
See,
so
I don't ever remember them mentioning a state. I just remember them talking about Chicago. I was
too.
like, okay, it's just it's somewhere far off. Like you have people who are moving in on like different like regions of influence and everything. Someone's trying to make. You have big players making power plays to try and control more territory. Okay,
right. So the
Right.
reason I thought it was Northeast was because I was just trying to think of what locations would have. Wait. It's in Illinois, but in the last episode, they're going to see the ocean.
they've been driving for quite a while.
They were driving way out
Let's
there.
give it that they had been driving for quite a while.
So they'd have to go to Texas. Right?
No,
I guess not.
No.
I guess they could if they were in North. Yeah, I guess they could just go straight down.
Jamie, pull up a map.
No, hey, you
No,
do
we don't
it.
have to
Right?
do it.
if you drive for multiple days, look, you can make a drive to from Illinois to the ocean in like 16 hours. Okay.
Yeah, no, I know.
That's a thing I've done.
In 3 days, 3 days straight. I
No,
know.
but it's a fun fact that the United States was actually smaller back then.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, I mean, it would take longer to
I mean,
travel.
no, it actually
Sir,
probably was. But
Sir, what the fuck did you just say? This takes place in the 1920s.
Well,
Manifest
Grew a
Destiny
lot.
already happened.
No. Listen to me. We were not 50 states then, so he's not technically wrong.
What?
shut the fuck up. Yes,
No,
Yeah,
no,
but
the issue-
we still range from coast to coast.
What I was trying to say was that their interstate system didn't exist, though, and so
No,
it would have
no.
taken significantly longer to travel.
Well,
That car, that car
still.
max speed was probably like 30 miles an hour. Not that
No,
quick.
bro,
Triples
that was
were
a
Model
Ford,
Ts,
bro.
basically.
That was
You
a
can-
Ford.
The thing
That's
is,
good.
even at 20 miles an hour, they kind of make it seem like they were driving for days and days.
Yeah.
Like they were just booking it out of there. I mean, you have Nero stopping to eat multiple times,
Yeah,
and they're
that's true.
there long enough for Nero to basically be like, "Ah, fuck it, I'll cut you loose."
Yeah, and he was like, I can
True.
finally eat.
True.
Interesting. It's now even weirder to think about the fact that there was a an anime set in my home state. Okay.
It's an anime. You know what's weird? It's the very same feeling. World War Z starts in Philadelphia.
Right? Right? Yeah. That's
That makes
weird.
that's
sense.
crazy.
Yeah, I know it makes
It
sense.
does make sense.
Rob. It does,
It-
though. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
It does make
About
sense.
Philadelphia is, it makes sense.
Guys, we have someone here who looks like he has something to say.
What are we talking about?
You've been
talking
sitting
about
here
here?
just like,
Oh, dude. Well, I'm trying to.
He's just trying to conserve body heat right now.
He's got a lot of that though. This is his conserving energy state.
Yo, this is his new form of meditation.
by the way, I
Context,
now have this
context.
screenshot.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. This is the
We need that
stairs
to be made into a
motherfuckerly,
sticker in the Discord.
Samuel L. Jackson's like giving the fucking stare. That's what I'm doing right now.
We
So-
need that as a
Motherfucker.
sticker in the
Yes.
Discord, Crimson.
Holy shit, dude. That was.
Anyway,
Oh,
so
that was good.
back to 91 days. So, it was. So when I asked you guys to like pick anime and stuff, like I figured Roman would probably end up struggling the most with picking things because he knew the least. And I figured, we'll probably get some like pretty popular ones from him. Like we'll see what goes on. Maybe we'll get another fucking Batman anime thing.
Oh,
Okay, to be fair, I picked this before I made y'all watch
Yes.
Batman Ninja.
I was making a joke. Just chill. But you came up with a bunch of anime that three anime that I've never actually watched.
Correct.
And two that I had never even heard of. One of them being 91 Days. So it really intrigued me. I'd heard of Dororo. I kind of know what it's about. I've seen clips and everything. We'll talk about that when we talk about that one. Either way, I was really intrigued to see what this was going to turn out to be, and I would say that it's a pretty solid anime. I don't know if I would say that this is like the most fantastic thing out there, but it's definitely a really well put together just crime series, revenge series. And that's one of the things I did want to comment on with the show is it does a really like interesting version of, Angelo getting his revenge. Because you would think that his whole thing is that he wants to kill the people who killed his family, stereotypical kind of stuff. Like you killed my family, now I'm going to kill yours. I'm going to like an eye for an eye and all that. No, this dude decided that he was going to burn everything to the ground to get back at the people who killed his family. And that's pretty much what I think is like the most intriguing little twist they put on this whole thing is it wasn't so much about killing everyone. It was taking everything away from them that they had gained by killing his family.
Which is actually kind of an interesting like that's kind of an interesting bit to it, right? Because like a lot of characters are driven solely by the need for revenge. Like I think of the Punisher, or if you want to get more like if you want to get kind of more like Kratos was driven solely by revenge, but like Angelo, yes, he was driven by revenge, but his is the like most dangerous kind because he wasn't just after ruining or like ending lives. He was after ruining. He wanted to ruin lives, which is something that I think is an even more to the person doing it a more satisfying type of revenge, but to the actual victims, that's kind of worse than him just killing you because he's actively trying to ruin your life. And so I find it to be interesting because kind of like what you said, Crimson, that's different for like most characters that are driven by revenge, they never get to the second part of it. It's always just about the killing. So yeah, that was really interesting. Really, really
Well, another
interesting.
thing to comment on with that is just like after the letter, I think this is it's not really like necessarily like spoken about directly, but like once you get like Angelo returning to his room with Corteo and everything when they're on the run and all that, trying to get Corteo out of there, it really comes into perspective that up until that letter had arrived, Angelo was kind of just like an empty shell.
Yeah.
Like he was just there he was just surviving because he could. Which is makes it very interesting that he mentions a raison d'être, which just a reason for being.
Yep.
In like the first 2 episodes, he's talking about like basically a man needs a reason to keep being. He needs something to drive him onward. And that only really existed for 91 days.
Yeah.
Piggybacking real quick on which good call outs, Crimson, but back to what you were saying, Roman, what I think is so satisfying about this revenge is that for when you really look at it, okay, so with Vincent and stuff, he has everything. But what he was able to take from him is his legacy. So like everything is gone. And that would be the whole thing, is that like, well, if you kill him, it's fine because he still has his son, and he still has the empire that he built and stuff. But by being able to destroy the man's legacy, you crush his soul while he's still alive, and then he dies.
That hurts even more.
Yes, 100%.
Well,
it compound that with the fact that Vincent was the one who said I had to kill my closest friend for this.
Tester.
And then in Tester. And then you have Nero basically being forced to kill his own brother to, sort of secure the family and everything, to deal with all the stuff that was going on.
Right.
And now but it kind of feels like Angelo kind of like forced all of that to like go down, kind of knowing what was going to happen once it all like hit the fan.
Well, he does.
And then, it's like, so in all of that, you now have Nero who has to sort of live with this idea of like, I killed my own brother and for what?
Yeah. And Nero's there. He's like, why did you, I don't know. It wasn't Nero. Who's the driver? The guy who's like in the background.
No.
Yeah, he's like the one that like owes money.
Yeah, the
monkey looking dude.
The dude who's always with Corteo.
The bartender.
Maybe he's a bartender. I don't remember, but
yeah, he did that job.
Yeah, but he's the driver at the end, and he's like, "What the fuck did you do all this for? Like, you're insane. Like, you are crazy people."
Right,
like,
the guy that got left by Nero and Angelo.
Yeah.
Ceroto,
I think so.
I'm looking through the list of characters.
He's kind of the bitch made guy that just keeps like doing stuff for them.
I don't see anyone who looks like him, so I'm pretty sure it's Ceroto.
He got left off easy, and last thing that happened to him was getting socked in the face.
Yeah, he lived.
Yep.
I was gonna say no. The last thing that happened to him was getting his car stolen, but no, you're right. He did get.
Yeah, he got socked in the face because the store owner thought he was robbing.
Yeah, and like, dude, I don't know. This shit's just freaking crazy good anime. Goddamn. Like,
it was like it was so fascinating just to complete over the years. He was absolutely thinking about what to do. It wasn't just a simple, killing them. Yeah, I mean, he literally got. If he would have just let go of it, he could have been like the Dawn's second-hand man. He could have been in a high up place, but he still went through with it.
I don't think it was something he was thinking of over the years.
Right.
I'm pretty sure he was doing a lot of this on the fly and kind of improvising. Because like I said, when you kind of go, like later in the series, when they go back to his apartment that he had outside of, or in another town, They pay the rent and everything. He tells Corteo to basically just lay low there, start a new life. They imply pretty heavily that up until that, like, he got that letter, he was without a reason for living. He was just kind of surviving. I doubt that the whole issue of revenge was on his mind until it became feasible because he got a list of names.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, which I just wanted to, that also kind of, I want to compare that kind of really fast to season 1 of Arrow. Not in the same way, because in season 1 of Arrow, Arrow makes the list of people that he is going to kill, whereas like in this one, the list just happens upon him, like it, like yeah, like it's not exactly the same, but I
Well,
was
no,
thinking,
both of them find their lists
I mean, dude, Arya Stark.
because Arrow, like it's his dad. Like his dad has the list.
oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
but
He
in
finds his
this,
list.
like,
Right. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm a terrible fan. Right. Yeah. No, sorry.
No,
like,
I just remember I liked the show back in the day, so my bad.
No, man,
you know
it's
what I
fine.
mean? Like Arya will go to bed every night saying the names on her list. Too
Yep.
bad that this showrunners like made it BS at the end, but
Huh.
Don't remind me.
you had a list, and that reminded me very similar, like to this, because it's all the people that killed the Starks. So she's got all the people that messed up the Starks on her list, and I think that was very, very, very similar. Could have read the book and then made the show, and just like thought that was a really cool concept and made that the main character. Totally possible. I'm not saying it is what happened, but totally possible. And to Muffler's point earlier, because you were talking about like actually, and Roman's point as well, stripping away a character without killing them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, isn't it worse what happens to Ozai than being killed by Aang?
The fact
And
that he
have-
loses, yeah,
The fact that he
because
just
that hurts his ego.
everything and he gets to live, but he loses everything. Isn't that kind of
Well,
worse?
yeah, because like, yeah, because like bro was flexing that he was like the Phoenix King, and then like Aang just like beats the shit out of him, and then yeah, he just like lets him live, and that hurts him more. Yeah,
But he takes
Yep.
his power. He literally takes away his bending.
yeah. No, I mean, I think it's more interesting when a character that's driven by revenge does more like psychological harm, or like
Yeah, I like
monetary
psychological.
harm.
Dude, I like fuckery. Like they're just messing with
Yes.
you.
Yes.
So, dude,
Yes.
if you, real quick on a quick aside, watch The Northman, because
Yes.
that's what he does. That's the entire character. He is just fucking with them, like for like months on end, just fucking with them. Like to the point where psychologically he proves to them that there is like a ghost. And then he just shows up and starts fucking shit. Like, dude, it's so good. But
go ahead. Sorry.
it's Robert Eggers, so of course it's good.
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, dude. That's a great movie. Good call out for the revenge. I was going to say, too, like from an anime perspective, too, with revenge, you're going to see at least 2 more examples over the fictionologies this year, too. And I'm very curious as to how we compare and contrast like the different, depictions of revenge or like motivating factors, stuff along those lines. So it should be pretty interesting.
Well, yeah, because we got what? Isn't Vinland Saga on there?
Yes, Vinland Saga on the list.
Yeah,
And the Rororo.
That's another one, and then there's a third too. But
well, and Crimson and I are doing Bleach, and there's definitely a revenge aspect to Bleach.
Oh god.
Berserk.
yeah, that sounds good.
Right.
No, yeah, of course Berserk. Of course Berserk.
So yeah, I mean, I guess there were a lot. I guess this really does feel like a genuinely good crime thriller, but that kind of brings me to like the thought of like the way this whole thing ends.
Oh yeah, yeah. That is a thing that has come to mind.
What do you think happened?
Well, that's going to be the question here. Is we can go around. How do you guys? What do you think? Actually,
I'm
it's
joking.
not a fucking hypothetical. You fucking cunt.
So hypothetically speaking,
No, actually,
did they
I
live or
want to
die?
hear. So I actually kind of Crimson, if you don't mind, I'm curious actually the most because it's like the freshest in his head. I want to hear actually like what like Roland thinks first. Actually,
no, I think he shot him.
Huh?
I don't know if he shot to kill, but I think he shot him.
I'm conflicted. I don't know whether he shot him or not.
No, I think he did. That would make sense.
I actually
reason
agree
I
with
say
that
that-
assessment. I think Nero did shoot him.
I was gonna say the reason I think that he did is it just makes sense. Like and storytelling wise, that's how you'd write it, right? I just assume that, but judging by the way that things were going, that was the what's the fucking story with the tall retard and the other guy?
What?
Of Mice and Men.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Yo.
Wow.
What's the story of the tall retard and the other guy?
You know
I
what
don't know, bro. I don't know. Angelo's kind of smart.
You know, no, I know he's smart, but it was that same exact scene.
I don't know
Well,
because
here's what I will say. At that point in the story, Angelo had basically given up on living, and Nero knew that.
Yeah.
Like, this dude had nothing left in his life. He had completed his revenge, and that was that. The big difference is there's also a little bit of an underlying theme of like Nero being a different person now than he was back then. So back then, the reason that Angelo was able to escape was because Nero was unwilling to pull the trigger. However, they make a very big, important point of Nero having basically felt like he let his father down and had failed the mission and had failed. So he became the kind of person who could pull that trigger. This is the way it ends is pretty much a callback to the beginning of the series.
Yeah.
Where you have Angelo sort of walking along the beach there, knowing full well that, someone's pointing a gun at him, but he just doesn't care anymore. Well, Nero is finally the kind of person who can pull the trigger and actually kill him.
Well, I would say too.
I would argue that Angelo's dead.
I mean, the reason also that Angelo doesn't care anymore now is because he figured out that Nero didn't shoot his family either. It was just Vincent, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Oh, Vincent and was it Barrow, his Nero's first friend, the first guy that got killed?
Vano.
Yeah, Vano.
Oh, yeah,
it was him and Vincent, right? That shot them. So he basically, he got all the guys that did commit the shooting, but and he didn't really care since they weren't the ones that shot, but they were just there.
I guess like kind of to piggyback off of this point more then, do you guys think then that like this is in Nero's mind putting Angelo like out of his misery then, kind of like doing him a favor?
Yes,
I would say so, yeah.
He was
not necessarily. I think it's him doing what has to be done.
That, yes, but also he cries in the car afterwards. As he's driving, he's like tearing up.
Nero.
Yeah.
Until he sees the pineapple.
What?
Huh?
What?
Oh.
The pineapple?
Pineapple?
When you see a pineapple in front of a door.
Oh.
Swingers.
Oh, right.
Wow.
Right, no, but like I'm saying though, I was kind of thinking that I was like, did Nero do that to put him out of his misery? I was kind of thinking like,
I
but
think it was
yeah, I
both.
mean, yeah,
I think he,
because
he killed him, but he killed him because he had to, but he also
I mean, you could probably argue that he killed him out of mercy, because
Yeah.
there was the whole thing where they have their exchange of "Why didn't you kill me?"
yeah, exactly.
Right. But yeah, like yeah, it was
Well,
Nero asking why didn't you get me,
So
and
I actually
Angelo
have that.
saying, well, you should have just killed me back then.
I actually have that written down here on my notes. That was from the last episode. That's the same time that they were in the car with the guy that I was talking about, the driver. Nero specifically says, "Why didn't you kill me when you had the chance then?" And that was, I think, one of the best scenes in the show. I think that was great. But the "Why didn't you kill me when you had the chance?" That's the entire point, right? Because it's like, well, at this point, I don't have to. So you can just kill me; it doesn't matter.
It wasn't necessarily that. Angelo's response, like at the end, is, "I didn't want to kill you."
Yeah, I know.
That in and of itself, that there is driven by two factors. One, you did have the whole Angelo, like, I didn't want to kill you. That's the real reason. The other reason was he needed Nero alive if he wanted to get anywhere close to Vincent to hurt him.
Yeah.
And in doing so, he kind of learned all the inner workings of the Venetti family and realized, hey, I know how to screw these guys over hardcore.
I mean, like you can kind of see kind of to the point of like you know Angelo like having like nothing to live for. I believe it was episode 11 when he goes home to his apartment and then says that he's home to like you know nobody, and he sounds so sad and just so like broken. Like he was kind of like at wit's end by like episode 11. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had a completely different take on this, but like you guys are pretty convincing in your argumentation on stuff.
Yeah,
Like
because I had this different take too.
yeah, like I thought that they both ended up living, but they had to like shoulder the burden of everything that happened and stuff. Like I felt that was like almost more befitting than killing him and stuff like that. Just like letting him just suffer for the rest of the type of thing. But like the thing is
I mean,
that it seemed
that's
like
fair.
the story was trying to go in a positive direction, but I'll tell you the complaint I have is that this is an anime original and they're like, let's just do an open-ended ending type thing, right?
Yeah.
And so it's
Yeah.
like, because I was
Yeah.
looking and like people have been discussing this the entire time and nobody knows still. There's no conclusion.
Was there no manga?
No,
There
this
was
is an
No,
anime
this
original.
is original.
Anime original. Yeah.
I looked it up because I was going to read it. There's not one.
So yeah.
So look at that.
So I mean, hey, I agree. It could totally be what you guys are saying. I think that they, could have both.
I feel
Wait,
like there are
that's-
actually, to your credit, Muffler, there are actually lines in here that kind of like lead to what you're talking about, with Nero making the comment of, you don't need a reason to live, you just go on living.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
But I feel like the overwhelming direction of the plot, the kind of things that they were making out the characters out to be, and all of that, and just generally like the things they were telling you by showing them to you, was that in the end Angelo's dead, and that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, he was probably set on
Well,
probably killing himself or getting himself killed, since he did say to Corteo, "I'll be there soon."
Yeah, the
Yeah.
alternative is that they didn't kill each
Yeah.
other, but they still both get killed anyway, because like they're both still on the run, and like obviously you saw, the people following them and stuff too. So like,
Yeah,
it could
he
have
was
been
not
like,
going to stop chasing Nero.
yeah, like they were
It's
going to
the,
both die anyway.
It's the like.
So it's like whether or not you let your frenemy live, basically, because they were kind of frenemies. So
Well, minus the magical powers, it's the Armin and Aaron situation, right? Like minus the actual like powers and the fact that that's why Armin's still alive, they both would have died together. You know that for a fact, and like that's what Aaron was trying to prevent. But I mean, he would have totally fucking killed Armin if he had to in order to save Eldia. He would have. So it's very similar.
No, he wouldn't have. What are you
I
talking
think
about?
I think
No,
The whole reason why he did everything was so that way his
was to
friends
keep
could
them
live.
safe.
said
Yeah.
minus the powers is what I said.
I don't care about the
That
powers.
the powers
though.
are irrelevant. Aaron's
Yeah.
whole motivation for the rumbling was to make sure his friends would live long, peaceful lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're correct.
So Aaron would not have killed Armin whatsoever.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, I guess you're correct. But he would have caused him to kill him, which he did.
Yes.
So,
He would
Yeah,
have
that's
done
what he
the
wanted to
exact
do.
same thing he did in the plot. Yeah, brilliant deduction,
Yeah.
Sherlock.
shut the fuck up.
Really rubbing those fucking two brain cells
That's
together.
not what
You
I
might
was
start a
saying, guys.
fire. There's smoke pouring out your ears right
That's
now.
not what I was getting at.
The head of the family scolding the youth. It is what it
Yeah.
is. You know?
Not what I was
Stupid-
getting
You
at.
stupid son of a bitch. You come in here and you
Hey,
talk like
listen,
that to
hey,
me.
you listen here, all right, you son of a bitch.
By the way,
You
I
talk
just
about
wanna
your mom
say-
that
I'm
way?
actually Italian. I know
You're
what I'm
talking
talking
about your mother that way, huh?
Yo, hey, yo, you don't say this in front of my mother.
Dude, the female, the old lady and stuff, her accent was ridiculous.
Oh my
Whenever
God,
he would
it
go
was
over to his
funny.
place. Like, that was great.
Dude,
Yeah.
and the mom in the first episode, her accent it's so Italian. How you doing? Like,
It's so yeah,
how
it's just so
sweetie, how
typical.
are you?
The
that
Nero's
was-
sister too.
Don't
Bro,
forget.
okay,
yes.
it's
low
home to
key,
your
the
mother.
only one. He was a horrible person, and I did not like him, okay? But
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, married, actually has a kid. Okay, wife had to kill him, God rest
Yeah.
his soul. Okay, but at least he still has like somewhat of like, he's leaving behind something. Everybody else just died. It's like, well, at least he has a
True.
kid. Like, I mean, nobody else. Like,
I love
no,
that
dude.
quote. Everyone else just died.
Ronaldo's the
mean-
Pompadour guy, right?
He was the
Yeah,
son
yeah,
of the
the redhead.
mayor.
That's what I thought. Okay, yeah.
No, he was.
He's from
he was related-
Chicago.
I was about to say he's from Chicago. He was a Galasius. A Galasius.
Oh,
yeah.
he's a Galasius. Okay.
Yeah. He was a Garassi ass.
What was
Grass.
what was the name of the guy at the end of the show who ended up taking over everything?
Oh, that's the other cousin.
Yeah, the other cousin, that guy.
Yeah, Vinny.
Yeah,
That dude had the
Vinny,
deepest and most gruffest voice ever. Holy shit.
Yeah, it doesn't match his face.
He talking like this. It's like the long
Yeah.
arm of my
Are we
Are we
power is
talking
gonna
about the
get
guy who
you.
took over the Galacia
Yeah,
family?
Yeah.
What about the guy that kind of has the longer hair?
Yeah.
Blonde
Let me
hair.
pull this up.
Sharp chin.
Yeah, he's got the real sharp chin. He
Oh,
looks,
Blonde
the
hair.
announcer too for the
Sharp
play.
chin.
he looks like a
hilarious.
knockoff ice.
The man has a sharp chin.
Strega.
Strega, yes.
Lega.
Pretty cool
Yeah.
fucking name. That's a
Strega
pretty
Goliath.
cool
That's a
name.
cool name.
Yeah, Strega's a pretty cool name. I'm not gonna lie.
Long
He's
live Don
voiced by-
Strega.
David Wald.
David Wald.
I
Who's
feel
that?
like I know him from somewhere.
That's a name I haven't heard since.
Gajiel from Fairy Tale.
Oh, that's who he fucking named. Oh, yeah, I can hear that.
Who's he
Yeah.
fucking-
Let's see. I feel like I know him from
The
somewhere.
deep, gruff, like
He's
grainy
Askeladd
accent.
in Vinland Saga.
Oh,
Oh.
dude, he's got to be the Sentai version then. I think. Oh my God, let me double check.
Oh, the Netflix one.
No, I don't like the Netflix version, bro.
He
I like
plays
the
two
Sentai.
Oh.
characters in My Hero Academia. He is Snipe and Tetsu.
Oh,
Yeah.
no shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember his voice.
That's it, bro. Snipe is cool as fuck too. That's cool. Yeah, but Snipe has a voice like modification. It's like
Yeah, but that's his voice. Shit.
that's what he's talking.
Why I know him from somewhere.
Snipe's cool as fuck though. His
David
bullets are whatever he
Wall.
wants. I'm not mistaken.
Uh,
There's a lot of really good actors on the show. It sounds like a lot of actors that are in other
The
Like,
guy that does
animes are here.
the guy that does Grisha, like I was not expecting to hear him in this. He's got a very distinct voice. He sounds like a more like
Corteo.
he sounds like a more tame version of Erwin's actor. Flagoleon from Black Clover. Same guy. It
Bro,
sounds-
David Wald is from the Sentai dub, bro. I'm sorry. Like, yes, super fucking victory. Move on. Sorry.
Oh, he's one of the side characters in Love Is
Move on.
War. That's why I kind of recognize his name. He's
Wait,
Han.
wait.
He's Hannes from fucking Attack on Titan.
yeah, he's honest.
No,
Yeah.
he's not. Is he?
He is.
Wait, who is?
David Wald, the guy who
was-
voices
In this show.
Strago, Galacia.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, the guy that basically started taking apart the
Yep.
the family.
That makes sense. I could hear it. Yeah.
No, that's
Dude, you
awesome.
got
I
fucking
feel like
Han-
he's in something that I'm intimately familiar with outside of that.
his,
we got
his
Hannes,
version of
we got
Askeladd
Ken
is
Haneke, we got Grisha Jaeger.
yeah, his
Wow.
version of Askeladd is one of my favorites though. Like for real. Like I'm very happy about.
I
this.
can't wait to rewatch fucking Villain Saga again. Holy shit. I'm gonna cry more probably.
You shut the fuck up. Don't ruin it.
I'm
Yeah, you
gonna
don't say
fucking
no.
cry.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, me and you are the only ones that have watched it. So
We eat
Crimson
good.
hasn't.
and read it. No, he hasn't. But then again, he
Interesting.
got me to check out Berserk, and that was a first for me. So
And it's just happy
yeah.
trails where you're at.
Yeah, sure it is.
All good things.
Yeah, all the good things.
The questioner
All
said
the-
he watched Finland. What's up,
All
questioner?
the cursed memes you're catching up on.
Mm-hmm.
Those memes are great too, by the way. But yeah,
So I actually
No, I know.
wanted to ask the panel here, what did we think of the intro?
I was unaware.
TK King.
Yeah,
TK King,
is
best fucking motherfucker ever. Holy shit.
yes, and I was unaware that he did this intro, and it's pretty good actually. It's understated, and I'm surprised it's not talked about more often related to TK music. But then again, it's probably because it's attached to this series, which I don't hear this series being brought up very often either. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just like some people have said, they had gotten sleepy from it. Probably because it's a bit of a slow burn.
It doesn't have all like the highest highs and lowest lows that you would expect out of the more like
Popular anime.
yeah, for Arceus, it's not TikTok brain coded.
Yeah.
Here's one for you.
The endorphins
Roland.
weren't activated every minute of the show.
I've
What
been
do you say?
scrolling through David Wald's list of characters on my anime list. You know who comes up?
Who?
Master Chief.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
Oh,
Where did he play Chief?
Halo Legends.
Let's go, baby. Halo Legends is actually so goated, and
you know what? If he changes the way he speaks, I could imagine that very
Halo
well.
Legends is the
Let's go, questioners.
it's just a collection of it's basically like Star Wars Visions. It's just a collection of different animated, different styles of like little vignettes that are all like 15 minutes, 20 minutes long. It's
That's
a movie.
cool.
You can buy it. Yeah.
Without
But-
his voice, yeah.
that
Without
It's been in the one that's actually canon, which is from the book. It's from the first book, and it's where Samuel dies, who's Chief's best
Oh.
friend. So I think that would probably be him because I
Chief's
think
gay lover.
has Master Chief in it. But like 4 of them are anime, and I think one of them is made by Wit Studios, if I'm not mistaken. They're old though; they're from like 2010. They're really fucking cool.
Oh, those are animated.
Yeah, they're all anime.
Fuck, I think I've seen some clips of them sometimes, and them being really
probably.
fucking
There's
cool.
one where there's like a Spartan fight. There's like a Spartan. She takes her helmet off, and she's like a blonde chick. And there's like other ones where it's like
Ah,
Or
the
it's just
Aryan look. Oh,
they're all little stories. There's one that everybody sees where it's a Marine that's wearing power armor and he's like firing off against all the elites and the grunts and shit. Yeah, so that's probably what you're saying. If you ever see Halo anime, I mean that's what it is. If it's not red versus blue, then it's Halo Legends.
Oh, hey, David Bowie is
man,
also in Doro.
it sounds really cool. I wonder if they could do a really good adaptation in live action.
Dude, that would
Shut
be
up.
so cool if they could actually
That
do a
would be.
adaptation of
Maybe
Halo.
maybe Paramount should do it.
Shut up.
Since
Shut
you
up.
brought up the OP, what did you think about the music, man? Because like I felt the music was
I loved it.
I loved it, yeah.
There was,
I actually don't remember a whole lot about the music.
there was like
Yeah.
episode 4. There was like this slappy bass, man, that like was really awesome. Like I
Yeah,
had to
that's
take
what
a
got
note.
me.
Yeah, there was a lot of bass in it. Yeah.
So I didn't really think about the music all that much until I started hearing like the bass lines and things like that. I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
I should probably try
Yeah,
to get it because I remember it. I remember liking it.
I just have to say too, since we're like talking about sound, I know that these are all like professional anime actors, but can I just say like they're all doing a fantastic job.
Oh, for
Like,
sure.
Yeah, they were
Like-
trying.
And their voices,
Yeah,
you
like-
can hear them moving their hands as they spoke.
like my thing is, I don't know if there is a bad performance on this show.
I mean, dude,
Like
talking about sound design, can we just talk about the actual sound design? The sound of glasses clinking, the sound of cigarettes lighting, the sound of
Yeah.
bullets, the sound of guns being loaded. Like, the sound design was superb. It was on the level of Cowboy Bebop, which like
Yeah.
was superb sound design. Like this
Pretty
this
good,
was
yeah.
spectacular sound design. Like you felt the bullets when they hit someone. That's all sound design, man. If the sound isn't good, it doesn't feel real. We're watching an anime, shit feels real.
Bro, this studio, it's Studio Shuka, and Studio Shuka has an anime that's airing this season that's both really good and atmospheric with sound design and stuff like that. And that was Journal with Witch. So
Oh,
I
Journal
didn't
with-
know
Oh,
that.
wait, they did that too?
Yeah,
I've heard of that.
yeah, they did.
Well,
Yeah, because
shit.
we've been fucking talking about it in the fucking Discord.
I
Yep.
thought so. Yeah.
Maybe
And
I
then
should
they
check
also
it
do
out.
like Natsumi too, but like that's interesting. They have quite a few anime above 8. That's pretty nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because this you could it's a definite pretty good 8.
Oh, this is
7,
easily,
you know,
Yeah,
depending
this is-
on how.
I think
This
this
is
is an
easy,
8. Yeah, that's what I have it rated at right now on my anime list.
yeah, this is easily
Same.
an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, it's at a 7.82 on Mal, but yeah, I definitely
pretty good.
favor the 8.
Well, honestly, you know what? I think this would be a great anime to show somebody who's not into anime.
Correct.
I
Yeah,
think it would be spectacular just to be like, yo, you guys, you're into this type of genre of thing. Okay,
Well-
let me show you an anime version of this type of genre of thing.
Yep.
And like,
So then-
it's perfect for that.
So then, would you add 91 days onto the get people into their first anime by watching this list? Then, kind
Yeah, I
of like
would.
how
No, I would
Well-
say when it comes to that, I don't think you can make a comprehensive list because it's going to depend for literally everyone what they're into.
Agreed.
Like for someone like my father who really likes this kind of stuff, I would probably try to get him to watch this with me.
Yes.
Like if I was trying to get my father into anime, this would probably be one of the ones that I would pick right out the gate. This,
Yes.
maybe Cowboy Bebop or Trigun because he likes the kind of like westerns and stuff like that.
Right. Same
Sure.
here. So like my parents are really digging Cowboy Bebop right now. And my mom loves like Attack on Titan and stuff like that. And she'll get into like, you know, the woo-woo anime like Bleach and the Magic and Naruto, and like she'll be cool with that. My dad more so likes the stuff that's more grounded. So like Cowboy Bebop. He loves Star Blazers because he grew up with it. So that's why I thought Cowboy Bebop would be a good one for him to get into. And it worked out. Now, I think this would be something, because like animation generally kind of throws him off. But if it's good animation and a good story, he doesn't really care about that. So, like, I think this right here, like, my dad's normie as fuck. I think this is the perfect thing that I would show him, other than Bebop. Because it's
Yeah.
like sci-fi or grounded. What do you want? But both of
Mhm.
which are good stories. They have dark points, they have light points, and it's well animated. I don't see why else. Like, I really, it kind of baffles me when people are just like, well, I just won't watch it because it's an anime. You know what I mean?
Yes, hard agree. And yeah, I do think it depends on the person too, because like if you're talking about like a Joe Schmo, which again I'm overgeneralizing, but like just some random guy that's not into anime, but like they're into like quote unquote manly men type shit. Well, then this is like straight up with that, like fucking
Yeah.
revenge story, Godfather esque style stuff.
Yeah, I have a little bit more
like-
information on this that I do want to share that I have pulled up here.
Oh,
So,
let's go.
yeah, just the reviews distribution for this one. So this has 427,000 people who have completed this.
Who gave it a 1? I'm curious.
Only about 586 reviewers. It
Don't
tells
worry,
you the
one of
actual
those
number
is
here.
Arceus.
Let's see. Maybe I can make this a little bit bigger. You guys see that a little bit better?
It was
Yeah,
awesome.
perfect.
So, I mean, it does look like the overall reception to this was pretty good. More than half the votes are above a 7.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Or
8
a
is like
7
a
or above.
perfect. That's a.
I was about to say, I agree with this. The 8
Yeah.
feels correct. It does kind of feel a little bit slow, like it drags its feet at times, but
Yeah.
there's a reason to that, and that is that it's retaining that sort of grounded feel to it. It's very much embracing the entire genre of the organized crime stuff, and it's not blowing things out of proportion. It's not trying to be this like super wild, zany story. It's literally just like what you would expect out of the genre, and it does it really well. So I just wanted to show that, like, of the total, we have, of course, the number of people who have like gotten through the show. There are 784,000 people who have interacted with this just on my anime list, and the vast majority of them have completed it, and the majority of them seem to really like it.
So I don't actually think there's any anime that's a 10 out of 10. Like, that's
Okay, Andrade.
Do not bring the Andraziness into this. Okay, stop it.
is that
Please
an anime
do
thing?
not.
Oh, I can look at
Please
my
do not.
friend's rating of this anime.
I mean, I just don't. I think the people that made this a 10 out of 10, like, this is
So
your
Marcel
favorite
said he gave it a 4. So one of those has to be Marcel. I would bet.
This is your favorite anime, then, right? If you making this a 10 out of 10, this is your favorite anime.
No,
Yeah, no. It's just like
no,
what
I
would
can
consider to
give
be
something a
peak.
10 and it not be my favorite anime.
Correct.
In fact, I have several 10s that I don't have in my favorite animes.
I suppose you're correct, but I think
I mean,
at that point,
here's the
it
thing.
feels like it depends on the person at that point.
I mean, like, to me,
Objectively, though.
this is just personal point of view. I don't really have any like fundamental arguments for this, but like OG Naruto's like pretty close to a 10, if not a 10.
I mean, for me, dude, like, for me, like,
For you, sure.
I
yeah,
said for
exactly,
me,
that's why I
Muffler.
said that's why I said it's kind of like per person, because like if you look at it objectively, is it a 10? That's the question. Because like for me, I'll tell you that Bleach is a 10 out of 10 for me. But I know that objectively it's not a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, so here's the thing. There's so much
I can see
anime
that
out
argument.
there that not only are you gonna have your personal favorites of the things that you watch, but you're also gonna self-select what you watch too.
Yeah.
You're not gonna watch every single thing that exists. So like the thing is that you're naturally gonna skew higher in your average overall scores. And in addition to skewing average or higher than average, the thing is that you're probably going to choose things that you know you're going to like. So there's a greater probability you could get something that is a 10, even though it's not like strictly perfect. It doesn't matter. It's perfect, like as far as your enjoyment level of it or your appreciation of it or something along those lines. So,
for instance, like I wouldn't call Demon Slayer a 10 out of 10, but like
no,
I think it's like an 8, solid 8 for sure.
it's around there. Yeah,
Demon Slayer is a 7 for me.
That's what she said.
Yeah, but I think it's probably a good 8, 8.5. Like there's some yeah, dude, the Mugen Train movie's pretty solid. Like there's some pretty good. Like, the Red Light District arc is great. Like yeah, there's some pretty good stuff within the show, but I still wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10. Like that 10 out of 10 is end all be all, best of the best. Like
yeah, and you would do that for Bleach, you know.
I wouldn't though. I can objectively tell you that Bleach is not a 10 out of 10, but to me it is. But I can say that like to most
I save my 10 out of 10 ratings for shows that I legitimately don't have any objective complaints about. Like if it literally just comes down to this isn't to my taste, but it's a really well-made show that I don't have complaints that like I think deserves it.
Well, that's a different way to think about it.
It's a 10 out of 10.
I mean, for me, that's like The Dark Knight. I mean, I know that that's not an anime, but like that's a solid 10 out of 10 firm. Like that one, I could like. What?
I said Revenge of the Sith for me. Same thing. Objectively, it's not a great movie, but it's definitely a 10 out of 10 for me.
There's a difference. I've always distinguished like a difference between like because I don't think Naruto is perfect, and it was my favorite anime for the longest time. Or I did have it like at that point just because it was one of the anime that was kind of important to me getting into this whole thing. Like that's kind of why I distinguish between giving like the review and my own personal favorites. Just because I give it a higher score than one of my favorites does not mean that that is now on the list. Like I gave Takapi's Original Sin a 10. I gave some of the things on my list 9s. I'm not putting Takapi's Original Sin on my top 10 because it's a fucking brutal watch.
Yeah. Okay. Noted. I tend to do it for both, not only like critically good shows that like maybe are not my cup of tea, but I also do it for personal favorites too. So I double dip a little bit, which is probably why I'm like slightly like a point higher in average than you and Arceus, somewhere around there. You know, like Arceus did a deep dive with me one night just cause, you know, type of thing. And so yeah, like I'm averaging closer to an 8 on a lot of my scores.
So guys, I think I have a 10 out of 10 that we all of us would agree on.
Yeah, it's called Berserk.
Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think that's on my list.
Come on. I think we could all agree that Chainsaw Man's 10 out of 10, especially anime adaptation-wise. It's the exact same thing as the manga.
The manga I gave a 9.
Ooh.
The Reze arc is 10 out of 10. The Reze movie is a 10 out of 10 movie. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I did rank, you know, Reze 10 out of 10, but that's different.
I can't think of another anime recently that's a 10 out of 10. Like for me, other than Chainsaw Man, it's literally like, I don't know, Lord of the Rings.
I have season 1 at a 9. And I have Reze at a 10, and I have the manga at a 10. Because I do favorite quite a bit.
Fuck, I haven't added Reze movie to my fucking list.
Chainsaw Man is the titties, bro. It's so good.
Marcel, I'm gonna have fighting words with you later, sir.
What does Marcel say? Let me look at chat. Hold on. To me, Demon Slayer is a 10 out of 10. I absolutely love it. Well, that's awesome. Chainsaw Man, 4 out of 10.
Yeah, just shits all over it instantly.
Oh
That's
my
funny
God,
to call the most generic anime a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
We're
He's
not
trying to rile us
Rolando, don't start this fucking fight in my chat again.
Denji is
saying, bro, I like it. It's not a 10, but you know.
With a woman, bro.
Rolando's been starting a lot of
guys, Rolando, he said that in the middle of us talking about our subjective 10 out of 10 ratings.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'll take that. All right. That's my fault. I'm sorry.
Also,
It's just
sorry. just like, a very quick aside, that there are certain points where, like, certain words that Rolando says, he sounds kind of like Pilgrim. A little bit.
Are you trying to say Pilgrim's, Hispanic?
Are you trying to say Rolando's a ginger?
I'm saying that they have very similar inflections with their voices and how they talk.
Your peanut butter got on my chocolate. Oh, your chocolate got on my peanut butter.
I did grow up speaking only Spanish, and then I got a Texan accent.
All right, bro. No, but so back to 91 Days. I wanted to say, I think I'm with y'all. It's like an 8. Maybe I could stretch it to like an 8.5, but I generally don't like giving scores on things. So I'm gonna say an 8.
I just genuinely don't like going in the middle. I like doing exact numbers. So that's why I would say 8.
Yeah.
However,
yeah,
because when you get into exact numbers, it's just like you add some, contrivance that you don't require, and like I think it is an 8. It's a solid 8. I think I'd have to watch it again just to see, which I'm going to do because my mom and dad both were very interested in it when they saw me watching it. So I'm probably going to watch it with them. But I would prefer to rewatch it before I give it a full-on diagnosis of what I think its level is from a scale of 1 to 10.
Sure. You're going to have to score it, though, I'm pretty sure, because of the requirements of the... Yeah.
But, like, first time watching through it, though, Roland, you give it an 8, right?
Yeah, no, I give it an
8. Yeah, okay.
And Muffler, you're also at an 8, too?
Yeah, as soon as it was over, I knew where it was at for me. I knew it was better than, like, a good. I felt that it's, like, getting closer to that great level of anime, so that's why I felt that it was an 8 for me, even though I had some initial issues. That's why it's not, like, perfect or anything for me, but I had a good time. So
that kind of brings me to something. Where is y'all's great ranking at? Because mine doesn't start until 9. I still have like pretty good from like 7 to 8, and then like great is like 9 for me. That's where I have it at.
For me, a 7 is a good show. An 8
solid show,
is a show that I'm really, really liking. A 9 means it's fantastic, and a 10 means holy shit, this is like I have no complaints about this.
Okay, so let me also speak on that. So for me, it's actually a point of ice just fell off my roof. For me, a 6 is like
I thought that was going down in Minnesota, not in Pennsylvania.
Hey.
Zing!
But no, so for me, like a 6 is like a solid show, enjoyable. I'll watch it. Something like like Pluribus. It's like solid. It's okay. It's enjoyable. It's not my thing, but like I like it. I enjoy it. And then when it comes to like a 7 or an 8, that's stuff more on the range of something like I don't know, like an 8 would be what I'm getting from Night of the Seven Kingdoms right now. And like a 7 would probably be something like Tokyo Ghoul or SIO. Like it's good. Mm-hmm. It's a good show. I really like it, but it's not an 8, right? This I would put in an 8. And I would put this around the same level as like Fargo and shit like that. And then, of course, I would put at a 9, stuff like for me, like Bleach, Attack on Titan, Naruto, things like that. And then, obviously, 10 would be Rings of Power.
Yeah, because, the only thing that makes you...
I'm ending our friendship, Roland.
I wasn't going to say anything. I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah, we would just let him hang himself on that.
Silence, you glorified wad of trash, or I'll squash you like a roach!
Had to
that
call
new?
ice on you, bro.
I'm,
Had to
I'm
call
sorry,
ice
bro.
on you.
I had
Get
to.
him.
I had to because I was like actually being serious up until 9, and then I was like, wait, I can just say Rings of Power.
I mean, like, to be fair, Roland bought
You-
me he bought me the greatest video game of all time.
yeah, dude, Lord of Ring Golem is like 10
All
out
right.
of 10.
Got him.
Roland.
Got him.
Feet to the fire, though. The Tokyo Ghoul manga is better than a 7, right?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
just checking before
Yeah,
I
no,
have
I'm
to
not
check
gonna fight you
all
on
right?
that. Yeah,
Okay,
no, it's
okay,
100%.
all right.
To
Also-
quantify my ratings a little bit more, I would say that a 5 is a show that like I just feel apathetic towards.
Yeah.
Fair
A
enough.
6, I kind of enjoy it. Like there's a lot of problems with it, but I get some small amount of joy out of it.
Well, I think a 6 would be
A
like
7
I'll watch it with my homie.
A 7 is a solid show. Like I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I think it could be better. It's not the most like amazing thing out there. In 8, now we're starting to approach. Okay, this thing's highly competent. They're doing a really good job with certain things. I find it highly entertaining.
Yes.
A 9, there's almost no flaws with it. A 10, I don't have any objective complaints.
Okay,
A
so let
7
me actually clarify this even further. I think I could put this into easy terms for those that are just normies and watch normie shows. The Mandalorian would be a 6 on Crimson scale, and then a 7 would be like. Or actually, no, the Mandalorian would be the 7. The 7 or the 6 would be Book of Boba Fett, which is like there's some cool scenes.
What
in there.
the?
I will look at some cool scenes within the episode, but I don't like the show. Right?
I
That's like
completely disagree on the Boba Fett, but okay.
there's some. I'm saying there's some cool scenes, right? And then
That's
season
not
1 of
enough,
the
but
Mandalorian would
okay.
be a 7,
Yeah.
and then an 8 doesn't exist, and a 9 would be Andor, and like that's maybe an 8 would be like Tales of the Jedi, but only for like the Count Dooku shit. But like other than that, I think that is a way to quantify it because like I'm just using the shows that there's so many of them that it's easy for me to just be like, that's where I would level these things.
I got the perfect answer for you, though, Roland. Disney Star Wars, 4 out of 10. Moving on.
Yeah,
Maybe lower.
I did.
Maybe
4.
lower.
kind of
The only reason they have the 4
guess-
is because of Andor.
What
Yeah.
about Rogue One?
I guess kind of to
Well, fair enough. And
I-
Rogue One. Those are the
And
two.
Rogue
That's a
One.
6.
Rogue One can hang out. We're okay with Rogue One, but
All
I
right.
guess
Roman.
my question for you, well, so before I give more of my examples, I wanted to clarify with, Crimson about his point. So, like, would you say that anything above an 8 is a show that you would go back to, and then, like, a 7 and under you may never watch again after? Or
Not necessarily. An 8 is something that I will probably talk about, whether occasionally or not. It's probably something that's going to be brought up in conversation on a couple of occasions.
okay,
Yes.
It's something that I'll probably think about for a while.
And
Right.
I can add to what he was saying on that, too. On my standpoint, I would not actively watch this again of my own volition. However, if somebody else were watching it, I would definitely watch it with them. Or I
Okay.
would try to
Yeah.
share it with
Yeah,
somebody
that's
that
actually a
had
really
not
good
watched
point.
it before.
To sort of
Yeah.
talk about it, like I
That's
said, with
fantastic.
Takapi's Original Sin, it's a 10 out of 10, but I don't want to watch that again because it's depressing as shit.
Grave of the
Exactly.
Fireflies. I don't want to watch again, but I watch. it.
That's why I'm never watching that show if I could help
Yeah,
it.
I don't want to watch Grave of the Fireflies again, but I'll watch it with somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
okay, so like,
Like I don't
A
want to watch
5?
Schindler's List either. I don't just come home from work and I'm like, let me throw on Schindler's List and have a good night. Like,
I get a
Yeah,
laugh out of
yeah.
that one.
The boy in the striped pajamas.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
exactly. Boy, this
Guys,
That one
Roman's
has
trying
me.
to talk.
That one has me gut laughing.
sorry. For me, like a 5 to a 6 is like okay, or like it's like funny bad. It's like like
Right.
I would give the 2000s Fantastic Four like a 5 or 6 out of 10.
Batman,
I get
7
that. Yeah.
Batman Returns.
He's talking about his own stuff.
The 7 is like pretty solid. I would give the first Transformers that ranking.
Yeah.
Now
Okay.
when now when we get into the 8, 9, and 10, like I personally objectively I give Naruto like an 8. I give Revenge of the Sith and the Batman with Robert Pattinson a 9, right? And then for me, the only 10 that I've ever given to anything's the, Dark Knight, and I think that's like, objectively. So you
Ooh,
got
Lord of the Rings
where
isn't on
my
there.
10's at.
Lord of the Rings isn't a 10 out of 10. Ooh.
Chill out.
Lord of the Rings to me, objectively, is like it's like a 9.9, but it's not a 10. The Dark Knight
Okay.
to me is a 10.
Okay, Beardo.
Oh no!
I'm
Oh my
sorry.
god! Oh my god! Yo, he doesn't even know about
Perfect
that.
10 out of 10 movie.
Oh,
Lord of the Rings is
no.
10 out of 10, baby.
Anyway, that was just my unranking.
No,
It's
yeah,
just
that's
at the
respectable.
precipice.
No, very fair, very fair.
But
Marcel
Yeah,
calling
so-
out the Star Wars fans. My bad. Continue, Roman.
Wait, he did what? I'm starting to notice that we have very different tastes. I don't like Andor either. Best Disney Star Wars was Mandalorian season 1 and 2 for me. 3 was garbage. 3 is garbage.
Yeah, 3 was absolute garbage. I remember liking
Absolute garbage.
Hey guys,
Season-
the show is
I
about
like
91
season
days,
2,
not
but
Star Wars.
shit.
Yeah, I
I
know,
know.
but he brought up Star Wars in chat, so
Fan engagement.
Well, I was planning on actually bringing that back around. I would give 91 Days. I kind of hold it in the same ranking as Naruto. Like it's it's that level of quality for me. So yeah. But I also have to say though too, I think that these characters are very well written too. That's also something that like I want to say as well. And most of the animes that we have picked, the characters are very well written, but it's kind of different to me because I love like crime thrillers. So it's kind of cool to see all of the moving parts and just like all of these characters just like are very. Would you guys agree with me saying that these characters are all very intriguing, kind of in like
yeah, for sure.
their own way?
What in the what in the absolute fuck?
Bongos are free.
But
yeah,
no,
for the most part, I
I,
agree with you, Roman.
Yeah, like I think that these characters are very intriguing,
Mhm.
kind of each in like their own way. They're all written very, very well.
If you like
Each
this
set.
sort of crime thriller, maybe you may. This is one I started to check out but put aside for a while, and I need to get back to. There's a series out there, I believe it's like 24 episodes long, called The Great Pretender. And it's basically like one of Japan's
Oh.
great conmen gets wrapped up in an American scheme in Hollywood.
I've heard about this one.
It's actually pretty well animated. I
Wow.
liked the first couple of episodes of it, so maybe Roman would enjoy checking out The Great Pretender.
Well, also, I mean, we
Great.
got Psychopaths coming up this year, so
Oh,
Yeah, there's
yeah.
gonna be that.
And while
But,
it's not a thriller, I mean,
I mean,
Black
it's definitely a
Lagoon,
thriller. It just isn't crime, but it's definitely it's from the
Oh,
side
it is crime.
Well, I was trying to say Black Lagoon though, but like, yeah,
Right.
it's not a thriller, but like it's definitely like crime, and you're dealing with a lot of heavy topics and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's in the same vein too.
Yeah, Black Lagoon and Psychopaths are they'll wet your whistle for this.
I mean, Revy will wet his whistle anyway.
Oh, Revy he'll be wetting her whistle.
Roberta,
Roberta,
bro.
too.
Fuck.
Roberta,
calm
baby,
down. All right.
my girl.
Roman, 91
I'd be
days.
hounding for her.
Revy's
So
not going to
there was one more thing as far as like plot points for this, since Rolando so graciously switched his profile picture to draw attention back to this.
Yeah.
Did y'all see Fongo going out the way that he did?
No, actually,
No,
that
I
was
did not
kind of
expect that.
surprising. I was like,
Yeah.
"What? Really?"
That was so out of
Pushed
left
the wrong
field.
person.
But
Yeah, dude, that
honestly,
was out of
I was happy with it. Like,
Yeah.
like, yeah, get him, Corteo. You fucking got him.
it was straight up like cornering that small dog that you think would have done nothing. Straight up.
I thought it
Goes
was
for
going
the
to turn out
jugular,
really bad.
literally.
I thought Corteo was going to die there, but no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got that dog in him.
Yeah. And I bet Pongo thought he was so crazy enough that it wouldn't have happened, but no, he fucking pushed him too hard.
Yep.
I got one thing to tie back to something Roman was asking us about our scores. Though I don't know, Rolando, did you actually provide your score? Because
I said
everybody
8.
else. Oh, okay. So we all
Yeah.
say 8. Okay.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
all give 8s.
It's
We
an
all give
8,
8s.
yeah.
Crazy 8s. All right.
We're just a big old echo chamber over here on Fictionology.
Yeah.
I mean, this time it's
Yeah.
a good show. It's a good show.
We
It
definitely
is a good
didn't-
show, yeah.
we've definitely never disagreed on anything like what was it?
Sword Art Online.
Samurai Champloo.
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
Samurai Champloo,
I
Sword Art Online.
like Samurai Champloo more than you, Crimson. Yeah.
Me too.
Sword Art Online. We didn't disagree over Sword Art Online. What the fuck are you on about?
We just had a shouting match
No, but
one time.
there was that
There was
there was
topics
that
we
hour-long
disagreed on.
argument.
Yeah,
That,
well,
you know,
that was
legendary.
because a certain someone is too fucking retarded to ask a straight question.
I wonder who that could be. I hate
Yeah. It's a mystery.
what an asshole.
It was
dude.
me.
I can't believe somebody did that on your show.
Anyway, no.
So
It's very interesting to
actually-
see because it kind of backs up like the ratings that I showed earlier with the plurality of reviews for this show being an 8. Which
Yeah.
well,
I can honestly say like it's fitting. It's kind of one of those shows where like if someone's like, "Hey, have you heard of this show?" you would speak fondly of it. But I don't think this would be
Yeah.
one of the first recommendations that would be out of my mouth to anyone unless they were specifically looking for something like this.
Or
I mean,
unless they were somebody that you like this would be the type of anime I'd recommend, like a Cowboy Bebop. I'd be like, listen, you've never watched an anime before, try this one out.
Go
Well,
Roman.
No.
I would.
It would have to be, like I said, it would have to be someone like my father.
Specific person.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it was in their vein of like, let's say you did have you would show them possibly this before Attack on Titan if they're into the darker type of things. You know what I mean?
All right, let Roman speak.
Yeah.
No, of course.
I was just gonna ask, I know that it's been like almost 10 years since this show came out, but do y'all think that if this were to get a sequel, it would be warranted?
I mean, like, what do you mean?
No,
I don't know
Yeah,
how
like,
you.
I don't see how they can continue it.
Yeah.
Like, this is a hypothetical, so you specify your question good.
Oh
here.
God.
A show about Nero, maybe?
I'll make sure to explain it. Like
Yeah.
a Nero continuation show, like showing him like as the head of the family and showing, I guess, kind of like what happens afterward. Maybe
There's
the
nothing
aftermath.
afterward. I hate to break this to you. The Galasias literally just obliterated everyone.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There
what
is no
else.
Venetti family anymore at the end of the series.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not really sure what they would do.
And if if Nero went back to try and what happened to you?
I fucking refreshed my phone.
If Nero went back, he would have been eliminated along with everyone else that was part of the.
He would have
Yeah,
been gunned down like a dog.
There
in
is
the
no
streets.
continuation. His
Yeah.
choices are to go into anonymity or die.
I mean, the reason that I asked that was I don't want the show to get Boruto'd. So that was why I was asking that.
It's not going to.
I doubt it
because
will.
nobody
It
knows
was a
how it's-
one C.
What are you talking about? I don't know what this
entry.
Boruto is.
From back in 2016.
Yeah, Roman,
been 10
nobody's gonna
years.
do that. This isn't a Bleach situation where they're like, "Oh, we're just gonna wait 10 years and then bring it back." Like, no, it's not this. There is no bring back for this. This is
Yeah.
a shit that nobody even knows about.
With this being anime original too, there's no additional source material to draw from, so that's
Right.
less incentive for them to do a continuation.
I would read the hell out of the manga though.
So would
If
I.
there was one.
So would
Yeah.
I.
I mean, it depends
Yeah,
on the art. Would sell
Yeah,
me on
it would. It would depend on the art.
It's let's just be honest here. we still don't have Chainsaw Man season 2. It took 4 years for the movie to come out, and that was season 2 basically. So it's like that has a manga that is popular as fuck, and it still takes forever for it to come out. There's no way in hell they're doing an anime for or a continuation for this show.
Yeah, don't get me on a Mappa rant.
So actually, since y'all are more well knowledged in anime than me, I wanted to ask, is this one of the rare anime only shows out there?
No. It's normal for there to be some high quality anime originals that happen, and normally there's probably at least one a season. I would think. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I was
but
about to say,
they're
it was
doing less
actually more
originals
common
now.
in the past for
Yeah, I
shows
bet.
to just come out and be shows rather than adapt source material. At least that's what it seemed to be.
Correct.
Now it seems they're more so focused on adapting things that are already popular because it's an easy strategy for these publishing companies to make money and for the animation studios to win. But there are still regularly entries that don't have a source material that just get made. One of my first reviews was actually on a series like that called Licorice Recoil.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
The side show.
Yeah. One of my recommends for him was Akiba Made War too, which he shot on, but it was a really good one. Yeah.
And then, I mean, you also have stuff like Star Blazers, which we went over. That was anime only. Cowboy Bebop's anime only. Yep. There's I think a Cowboy Bebop manga did come out, but that was
they made a manga after the series.
Yeah, that was after the series, though. I mean, all that type of genre back then. Even Afro Samurai it was its own thing.
Oh yeah, Afro Samurai.
Real quick, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, didn't Death Note's manga come out after the show came out, or am I wrong about that?
Yeah, no, it was vice versa.
There's another one that Marcel brought up, Apocalypse Hotel.
Oh yeah, Apocalypse Hotel.
Oh, that one's original.
Now, one that failed this last year that was original was the really crappy. Oh God, it's
Lazarus?
the one that was Lazarus. Thank you. That's
Lazarus. Oh yeah,
Metallic Rouge.
That was terrible.
Metallic Rouge, really?
Yeah.
I heard that one was kind of bad.
No, it was bad. Metallic Rouge is bad. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Speaking of Lazarus, another show, anime only, that actually was good. Edge Runners, Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah.
That show's.
I mean, it's based on an established world, but yeah, the story's original.
But it made the entire game have a revival, and they made a DLC for it. Come on.
Fair enough. I count it. You're good.
Yeah, I count it. That's pretty fucking fire. There's been
some go back to it.
Episodes that were completely original, based on an established world, but were completely original with the Star Wars visions. There's some really good episodes from some really good anime studios that have done some. You just have to watch the 4 or 5 20-minute episodes that are actually good, and you're set. There's some really cool shit. So yeah, there's some very original stuff that's coming out of some different studios here. It just depends on whether or not they're actually
good or not.
Take control of what they want to do with story wise, because you can copy a manga 100%. Great, it's awesome when I see everything I read in Chainsaw Man put on screen. That's awesome. But if you want to do your own thing, if you're basing it in a certain world, just fucking have fun with it. And the problem is you have these different studio heads that are no, it has to be this. So that's kind of where you end up with the problems of they don't have the amount of fun to be I'm going to have somebody riding a freaking X-Wing starfighter just fighting shit in Star Wars. That's what they would do in Visions. But they're not allowed to because it has to be contained.
I wonder how depressed the original creator for this anime was.
I don't think
Clearly,
you have to be depressed to
clearly-
make something like this. If you're
Yeah.
depressed, you make something like Neon Genesis Evangelion.
yeah, exactly. I was gonna
Correct.
say, or
True.
something like fucking Tokyo Ghoul, like
Or Taco P's Original Sin.
I remember this
Craven.
VTuber I watched said that they loved that. They love Takabi's Original Sin.
I mean, I'm just curious if this, if the person that made this show was like feeling some type of way.
Roman,
It's
why don't
kinda-
you look it up? I bet you there's-
I think this is just a sort of like more artsy interpretation of this. This does not sound like depression to me.
No, this
No, agreed.
entirely feels like
Not
the
full on. Yeah.
and that like this feels like Fargo to me. You know, it feels like or Scorsese. Like it feels like I just want to make a story about this.
Not
Do y'all
everyone
think-
who writes a sad, tragic story is depressed.
I mean, I'm writing.
Yeah, I was just making a joke.
Actually, let me ask. I mean, did y'all think that Isayama was, do you think he was depressed when he wrote Attack on Titan?
No,
I think he was just not
No,
nihilistic.
he's not
Nihilistic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think he had the idea in his head that like, oh well, none of this fucking matters, so I'm gonna write a story where nothing fucking matters.
Yeah.
Well, he was just kind of commentating on war and fucking people fighting each other.
Dude,
Always,
Well,
always
it's
gonna
so
end up
funny.
happening.
Because
I mean,
he commented on how he can't make anything now too. He keeps trying.
Oh.
He's like, I just
Yeah.
keep going back to the
Busted
same
his load
ideas.
and
I'm like,
can't get it up
wow.
again.
Yeah.
I did see that. Yeah, he was talking about the fact that he just can't bring himself to write anything else.
Well, I mean, the dude pulled in so much money from Attack on Titan, they
Oh,
thought
yeah.
he was a drug dealer. So
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. But I mean, Crimson, you're a writer. I'm a writer. I'm writing some pretty nihilistic shit in some of my book. Like, there's some things that happen that are, yeah, quite like nihilistic. However, I'm not like depressed sitting here. You know what I mean? Like, I am writing characters that might feel this way, but that.
here's the thing: is like
Everybody.
it has less to do with like when you're writing something dark or whatever. It has less to do with nihilism and more to do with just your ability to cope with that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Like I don't think Kentaro Miura was particularly depressed.
No,
He
I
seemed
agree.
happy with his gotcha games.
Yeah,
he was
seemed pretty
very
yeah.
happy playing gotcha games. That's true.
True.
Anime titties.
The goat, man.
Yeah.
Well, I heard it was a lot of lollies in that one.
I was about to say again,
Well,
notorious fucking lolicon there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of VTubers that are lolicons. Remember that, guys.
He
A lot
was
of the big
practicing
ones.
on Puck, I guess. You know.
Hey, one of my coworkers brings in the gamer subs cups all the time, and they always have a different. He always has a different.
Either
YouTuber.
way.
Yeah.
To bring it
I
back
would
to
abuse those
91
cups.
days, I feel like this person just generally took inspiration from the genre. Because if you have any experience, like Goodfellas, how does that end? The guy basically loses his whole crime career and has to go into witness protection and live kind of a miserable existence after his wife divorced him, took the kids.
Yeah.
He now eats spaghetti with ketchup instead of actual tomato sauce.
Holy shit, that is sad.
Yeah, no, he comments on how
You ever
it's
seen
fucking miserable.
Goodfellas? Yeah.
No, I haven't. So he just ruined it for me. But
Heat has a very like similar kind of like what is the other one?
I want to watch Heat because of what's his name? The guy that was the third Batman after
You know what?
Keaton.
After this movie, you guys should watch Boondock Saints.
Val Kilmer.
Yeah, Val Kilmer, because he
Yeah.
seemed really good in that, and I want to watch it.
Everybody here should watch Boondock Saints after watching this show.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah. What the dude? How the fuck
Nobody
am I
here's
the only one that watched?
You and I-
Bro.
I watched. Look,
dude.
the most of the movies I watched was all the 80 stars: Van Damme, Arnold, and Sylvester. All right, because my dad loved those movies.
Either way, we're getting way off
Yeah,
track.
no.
The point I was trying to make with this is that these sort of like mafia or mobster stories tend to go this way. There's a lot of death. There's a lot of gruesome reality to it.
Yeah.
It's just the nature of the whole thing. There's no such thing as a happy mobster. Okay.
No.
No, of course not. No, again, like this actually does, like, like, dude, I like this like is attached to my family. Like, so like watching this shit, I'm like, oh my god, my grandmother was telling me shit like this.
So I've got a question.
Hungarians.
I've got a question, and it's sort of a trick question, but I'm just, prefacing this because I think we can draw some good comparisons when we get to later fictionologies this year. But what if this story was told from Corteo's perspective?
Ooh.
Like, how would that feel to you? Like, if it was like he was the main character of a story about going in and dealing with all this crime stuff, like,
I'm not
how
gonna
would that
lie
feel?
to you,
Well, you'd
because
hate
of how well,
Sure.
because of how much I like him as a character, I probably would have given it a 9. But in terms of story, mm, I think it kind of
He
had to
wouldn't have
be
been as
Angelo as the
involved
main.
in the violence as much though in what was happening.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
But what
It
if it
kind of
was
had to be
about him
Angelo.
trying to work his ass off to make the alcohol?
the reason
Yeah.
why I bring this up and pose that question that way is because I think you could draw some interesting parallels on a basic level, not anything super deep, okay, but of the fact that there's a character named Rock that is the main character of Black Lagoon,
My
and
man.
he is a normal guy essentially that's into a crime situation.
He's an
And so
intern.
he's almost like a Corteo in that perspective. So it'll be an interesting discussion in a couple months.
It would have had to been made differently. It would have been written a bit differently to see him probably more involved in seeing more what's happening.
I
Sure.
agree.
Kind of like how
I
Rock
think
is,
that yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's two different
Yeah.
things. Like, well, the side character dude that's pulled in, or the main character dude that's pulled in, and so it'll be kind of a fun little thing because I didn't even think about that until I was just
Like,
going over my notes. So
That's actually a great comparison. But like the way that Rock,
we're good.
it's
yeah.
We got to save it. I'm just throwing it out
Yeah.
there. I think it'll be
We
good.
should probably save that
to discuss
for
it in a
Black
couple
Lagoon.
months.
We will. I just wanted to say, like, it's the way that he gets pulled in is like he's kind of forced into getting pulled in, whereas like Corteo is like, I'm gonna help my homie. You know what I mean? So there
But,
is like
like-
that little difference there.
Yeah,
But-
Corteo budges at some point into joining.
Right.
Yeah, no, I think you guys are on point with that one.
But yeah, that was the last thing I had. It just occurred to me while we were talking. So
Black
Do we have-
Lagoon is so much fun. I can't.
Oh
wait.
yeah, it's fun. It's depressing sometimes, but it's fun.
Yeah, but I can't. I've watched it like 4 times. I can't
is-
wait to talk about it.
this is called the long dark winter, folks. Okay, we're going through the slog. All right.
Really, really, really depressing for the next couple of years.
Well,
And
no,
be-
it's not. No, it's not. We got something before we get to more depression.
Oh,
That's
we
true.
do. We
True.
do. We have the edgy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
What do you guys
dehydrated
want
by the
with this?
time we get to it.
You thirsty,
Rolando's
thirsty
like
boy.
already declaring he's just gallons.
Oh no. Keep your
Honestly,
bodily
for High
fluids to
School of the
yourself.
Dead, I don't blame you.
Yeah, High School of the Dead's great.
Has anybody here watched the anime K?
No.
There is a.
I haven't
chick-
heard of it.
There's a
I've
couple.
heard of it, but I. Yeah.
It's actually
Oh.
really fucking good, but there is a couple chicks within that show that would.
Before we get too far like off track and anything, is there any like other like big topics anyone wants to touch on for 91 days?
Nah, I've pretty much covered everything.
Yeah, I'm good.
Roman, you didn't have any questions for us or anything?
I mean, I guess my one question would be, what did, are y'all glad that I recommended this show?
Well, that kind of
Yeah.
ties into wrapping up this show, and like I said, we were going to do this. So, as far as everyone goes, who didn't pick the show anyway, A, B, C, D, F. If you're grading this choice, what grade would you give it? No pluses or anything, just Let's not overcomplicate this.
Crap.
Well, I was gonna say like an A- would have been like right above a B would have been my perfect one. I don't want to give it a B, but I don't want to give it an A
But-
either.
But an
I-
eight
I-
is a B. But no, I'm joking.
I was gonna say I would give it a B.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those ones where like there's a lot of good to it, but not necessarily like the greatest thing out there. I think it's a good
Yeah.
opening for the year.
I can agree
It
with
was
that.
like as far as like the amount of content there, it was pretty light, but it still gave us plenty to talk about.
Yeah, I could definitely agree with a B.
I am also on the category of a B. It's consistent with the 8, but in addition to that, like this is not normally my cup of tea, but like it was good enough for me to like be impressed with it and stuff too at the same time. So that's why I'm saying like solid B in my opinion.
Okay.
That makes me happy. That makes me happy to hear.
Rolando,
Considering the
just for
Batman-
shits and giggles. I know you're not a main part of this. What would you give it?
Yeah, I think I would also give it a B, as in it needs more butter.
Oh no. Oh.
God damn it.
I understood that reference.
Good Lord.
No,
man.
you know.
Oh, the Italian though.
So overall, you got a good review on this one.
Overall, you got a good
Considering-
review on this one, Roman. Nice
You've redeemed yourself.
Good job,
Considering
Roman.
what happened with Batman Ninja, I'm happy.
After the Batman Ninja fiasco, I think this is maybe a good way that we could all agree that it's pretty good.
Good job, Roman.
Listen,
You will
son of a
get
bitch,
less
you beat
beatings.
Batman Ninja again. I'm gonna kick you in the fucking
If
knees.
you
Okay.
mention the word Batman Ninja in front of me again, I'm gonna have to backslap you right across the face.
I'm
I
gonna
have to
break your
rub you
fucking
out, boy.
kneecap with a baseball bat and dump you in the bay. Okay.
Yeah, and
Crimson.
I'll
I'm
give
gonna
you
glass
When
you.
I get
also buy
paid,
the cement shoes.
when I get
Yeah.
paid, I'll send you $100 super chat if you watch Batman Yakuza League.
Oh God.
Why would
What the
you
hell is that?
No.
To all
What
of
the
us,
hell is
just
that?
Crimson.
The sequel to Batman Ninja.
Are you gonna
So,
give us all $100 or what?
Here's the problem,
There's a
Roman.
sequel.
They take 30% of super chats, so you're really only giving me $70, and that is
That's it?
still way
Damn.
too low.
Did you not know that?
YouTube takes 30.
You need to give him $150.
100.
The hell's a doll hair?
$1?
It's a Pennsylvania thing,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
okay.
just like Yinzers.
What
It's
the
like
fuck?
That,
The
what hell
fuck's
kind
a
of gay
Yinzer?
language is that?
That's some Pittsburgh stuff, as far as I know. Instead of
Listen,
saying
you
you,
want to
it's
talk about your
Yins.
Johns and your Yinzers and your soda pops. We can talk about that.
Anyway, so that's pretty much, I guess, the end for the actual like fictionology stuff. I don't think there's anything else that anyone wants to hit on. Correct?
No,
Nah,
I'm
I'm
pretty
good.
good. I mean, I enjoyed the show. I loved it, and I think
It was a
I think
good
I'm gonna
time.
watch it again.
All right.
We gotta
So
prime them for 2 weeks from now. Oh,
I was
yeah.
about to say there are a couple of announcements here before we end the stream. So for February there will be 2 fictionologies, and I can turn my camera on for this and make myself big. So you guys can sit in the
Oh.
background here for a little while.
Oh, he's so bigger.
Yeah, look at him. Look at him.
That's
He's
what
so
she
big.
He's so
Look at him.
big, huh? It's the
He's
first time
so
I've ever
big.
heard that
Look
in my
at him.
life.
He's taller when he's laying down.
Anyway, so the 11th, same time as always at 6 o'clock, we will be doing another fictionology. That's 2 weeks from now. And that is going to be our After Dark segment. We're going to be talking about ecchi manga and ecchi anime. I know there's a couple of ones in there that me and Muffler Tip are going to want to talk about that aren't in anime form.
Yeah.
Milf Sakai.
Mhm.
So we'll be going over that. For those of you guys who are main members of the actual panel here, I do want you guys to show up for this one, but you're not necessarily required to finish every one of these series. There's a lot to watch in the next 2 weeks. They're basically on the list. There are 3 series that are 12 episodes apiece, or at least something close to that.
I can do that.
I want you guys to do at least the 3 episode rule for each one of them. and that is Nukitashi, High School of the Dead, and Go Danner. That's what we're going to be talking about for this one.
Actually, I've
Danner,
seen
okay.
High School of the Dead before, so that one will be easy for me to get through.
I actually watched it pretty recently, and I think it's a really good ecchi anime.
It's pretty solid. Yeah, I liked it.
I'll just bully Muffler into helping me watching it.
For shock factor, and I really want to see Roman's response to that one.
Yeah, I want to be present
Roman,
when Roman
you have
checks
to
it
absolutely watch Yukitashi.
Roman's gonna be horrified, I bet.
That first episode is going to be a fucking
dude.
It's going to be wild. Anyway, and then of course I'm gonna see if I can wrangle up any extra guests and everything. Make this fun. Basically, that's the week of Valentine's Day, so we're pulling out all the horny stops. Okay.
The loner horny stuff.
Yeah, and then
I'll have my horny back. Don't worry.
For February. For like the actual Fictionology for February, number 17 is Berserk, as was announced with the New Year's show. And for that, it is watching the 97 version of Berserk plus the first 100 chapters of the manga.
Yep.
And now that does seem like
month.
I was about to say, now that it does seem like a lot of work, but I do want those guys who haven't gotten into Berserk to watch the anime and then actually see what like Miura's work looked like. Just like everything that they cut, all of the artwork, and just experience what I would say is the best manga ever written.
Yo, Don Crimson, can I be candid for a minute?
What you got? What you want to say?
So what I want to say is 97 chapters of a manga ain't that much. You can read that real quick, all right? So
this is Kentaro Miura's work.
You look at it like it's you look at the art like it's a story.
Nah. I'm telling you, you gotta read it. You gotta read the whole thing from the beginning. Yeah. But
Roland,
it ain't that difficult to read 97 chapters of a manga within a month and a half.
Well, it ain't a month.
You can't really talk.
It's like a month. That's all it is now at this point. But
it's 4 weeks from now.
Yeah. Dude, I actually really I caught up from Chainsaw Man season 1 to like where they were within like a week. Like if you're into it, read it. It's not that difficult. If you
it's not.
No,
but it seems like a monumental task to anyone who is like just for our Fictionology stuff, because normally this is kind of like a heavy workload for the kind of stuff we watch and go over for this show. I'm just saying there's a reason why I'm adding this extra stipulation for this show. So that will pretty much be the announcements for that. Is we got the ecchi show on the 11th, and then the Berserk show on the 25th of February.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and I recommend starting the manga soon, personally. Okay.
Yeah, if you're gonna read the manga,
really
start now.
Because those chapters are long in the start. Okay, so it takes a little bit of time.
Again, for those of you who are part of Fictionology, you should have the link to the document. If you need it, just message me. There are some sites in there that you can use, so you don't have to spend $120 on Berserk manga.
I actually have it pulled up already.
I already have it.
Yeah, I'm set.
ahead of the curve.
I'm set.
So,
whoa, that was creepy.
Yo, what is that? How is he like a rounded rectangle?
It's his phone.
Yeah, but that's just I've never seen that before.
It has to do with his camera and what it can actually.
Yeah,
it's fucking weird.
If I were to turn these into squares, it would just go to a small rectangle.
Yep.
Anyway. Thank you to everyone who is on here. Of course, the regular guys, the dudes who are going to be subjected to everything that we're watching. So, Roman and Rolo, you can find them over at the Rolo Romecast and on Roman's channel RG Energy. They stream. I know these guys stream on the Rolo Romecast on Fridays, and it's a fustercluck every day.
Indeed, it is.
Hypotheticals.
We're back on Friday with your
yes,
normal
we are
chaos.
back on Friday, and we're going to be talking about the full-on outage of Kathleen Kennedy, as well as the fact that Bob Iger is no longer there. Apparently,
wait, she came out as trans?
That's amazing.
Not yet.
Oh no, sorry. Okay.
Not yet.
Also, I just want to say
Kanye West is running for president. There's a lot to talk about on the roller.
Again?
Yes.
Yes. I also have a couple of little mini announcements for my own channel. I am working on the tragedy of Itachi. I have uploaded it 10 times and copyright hit me all 10 times. So I'm trying to think of another way to get it up. And then
It's a little blue
second,
pill for that, buddy.
and then
Oh, what the fuck?
Sorry,
All right,
Roman.
continue.
secondly, to be streaming the Lord of the Rings Gollum every now and then.
Let's go, Lord of Ring Gollum, bro.
I hope that you all have fun with that. So that's all that
Hey,
happens.
hey, Roman, when are we gonna start doing the whole Borderlands 1 thing?
We're also going to be doing that too. I didn't know if you wanted to announce that though tonight, but Crimson and I are going to be playing through Borderlands 1. So yeah,
I'll join in on that.
let's go.
You got a
Yeah,
PS5?
I already told Roman I'll play with you guys too. So,
Do you have a PS5?
do I need one?
Yeah,
Is
it's
that
not
cross-
cross.
Yeah,
Fuck.
only 2 games in crossplay,
Never mind. I will
not
be.
the older ones.
I will be moderating chat then. For that.
Anyway, that's basically all the big stuff for now. So
Yes.
we're gonna wrap it up. Hope you guys look forward to the next couple of shows. I'm gonna see if I can't find a couple of autistic people who I've made friends with who are gonna want to be on maybe 1 or 2 of these upcoming shows.
I'm gonna see if I can't find some autistic people.
Well, one of them behaves like an autist.
I'm right here. What up, buddy?
Nah.
The other one, well, he's probably just horny, and I haven't talked to him.
I'm the
yet,
only
but
one here
we've hung
that
out
has
before.
actually been properly diagnosed with.
Do we have it, Roman? Do you, from your expertise, do we have it?
So,
All of you do, yes.
thank you all for tuning in. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you're watching afterwards, just be sure to leave a like in the comment. Leave a like on the video and your thoughts in the comments, telling us how gay on a scale of 1 to 10 Roman is.
Yeah.
I will see you likely Saturday night doing my usual streams. Peace out, homies.